Well, but mama, good evening. Ni akwaba jasu jumedie you're live on okay 101.7 FM. Ewo Shephouse Abeka Junction. And you're all live across the any platforms. I would omo peki amo bia joining ye bia. And who are joining ye bia? Thank you. If I'm a Vim Lady, if you're poker, I will live on so. Ewo Migachu FM okukrentu me all live or Kings Jersey Radio New Jersey or America Bridge. Me money all live also. The same America now or DC, Maryland, Baltimore. Any Virginia, DMV, High Live Radio, ne all live so Europe, Adam for Pami there. How live on so on Nasper Radio, Cuckoo Spencer, and any team so pick live, UK, Abroach. Good evening, you. Yeah, from a Vim Lady, if you're now just a few days, even a few months, 6 months to elections, tension. And as I say, the Edokro Ghana, tension. There's tension everywhere in Ghana. Now, I was reading through US State Department for more report to be about Ghana. Registration period, they say, yeah, in 2020. As of this time, this is 2020. As of this time, around this time, say, yeah, registration exercise. Then you pay two. When you Ghana for report, where America for report, because they say, no, Oko embassies now, especially UK, any US, Canada, and I think to some extent, or more, the European embassies, Ghana, France, Belgium, or more. Political officers inside the embassy. Embassy okay, can pick data or newspaper. They even have field officers. Me, as long as I've covered elections, I remember Upper Denchira by elections. When we were covering the US embassy, more political desk officers too were with us. Who are so me a journalist? They are not journalists. Me a political officers. More pick information nankasa to the State Department because individual countries, a report because they know how you skew and yema. At the end of 3, I better say 5. A 5 so I better say 3. A black I see blue. A blue I see black. They say Ghana no facts and no correct. It's according to which party you belong to. Facts and no correct. It's according to which party you belong to. Even to the extent they say obi koye bone kwa na a criminal offense. And I say a civil issue crab between Nipa Mienua. Yabeka Asema, the issue has to be decided on the basis of NDC and MPP. This is how low Ghana has sunk. Kosha America for Donald Trump. 34 indictment charges. Mako 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 34. And the diabo Donald Trump. It didn't matter that he was once a former president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of America. It didn't matter. If you America for no online integrity, the online protect your minor, they will choose online over any individual. We Obama, we Trump, we Biden, they will throw you under the bus. But Ghana there, issue be a say about Ohiania, Yafanukotum, about Nibiania, Yafanukotum, a politician, but the issue now becomes NDC MPP. And the Ghana for now, they be a sorry, I see a justice. No? Eventually, we don't even allow the justice system to work. Yem system never work. Because the moment you be an NDC MPP, NDC supporters never call the NDC. MPP supporters never call the MPP. 2 examples. And I'm them before I come to elections, Nakasa proper tension about. I'm this can call Hawa Koomson, and it's very sad. Oba time to sit there and watch Oba being attacked. It's one of the most traumatic experiences any mother can go through. Any parent, any mother, any parent, any abusuani, any human being can go through. Say what who say about 20, you're the second. And then your baby, you're the one bosso. You won't say nipa bosso no say baby and nipa ingredients ne organs a titru ni nyina wakoma. Any organs ni they very important ni nyina gada wawa. Now the second will be because of what? There is no way in hell or in heaven. Europe, America, Singapore, Dubai. Dubai put their so amount to monarchy the own. But just say, there is no way. Say Nipanian minister, but so on your minister, but so a citizen, so your average person. There is no way or be because of registration exercise. I just say, I don't know what form. Why? About is it a do or die affair? is about to so a freaking crucial oxygen. About to oxygen. What you to me what obesity kind because of registration to vote. Here legitimate right. Whoa, now you're Ghanaian. You know, say it's an automatic right that accrues to you. A writer, when you do 18 now I dream with the Hong Kong automatic on Sabekan because what for Phyllis our initial condition, which is that I was so we will be already 18 years. What dream with that and no what loading. Elsewhere in other countries, Nippon do 18 and young penny echo is in Conyo. Young Koye table. Now I can say lie. Party for ye. I just say, yeah, what would your course of South African army? Malema, Julius Malema, and go for dead there, Muye. See, just they led in a landslide. No, baby. The same voters make us a Ghana elections now. What about Trimaya there? What didn't say NDC, MPP, near one could see from no one yet campaign about party. May also say Julius Malema, dear. Why yet did this song all over the place? And I love him. He's one of the people that I think that you come on more African leaders or more so patriotic because the issue of genocide. South Africa for 2 or money, and this 2 other Africans. So Julius Malema is one of the very few people say, me my point. Me choose me bibini over Obia. Some this South Africa for 80. Na ma pamu mini before the end. Mama to mommy. I guess maybe I know can be to no man to a man. Maybe I can be because South Africa for the baby. Imagine no. So myopic say. Yem pamu munya jumanya. Then I just say other Africans here. But you see, sometimes you're so pointed on Sabako. Eddie Chilo Biswa, 4 no a chair was so. Because the air can't South Africa for it also applies to us. Yet a Ghana Boni BSC in Nigeria for. Boni BSC in Nigeria for Ghana for a bad the chair Nigeria for. And so you say we are comfortable, see a bit, we will just push the blame on Nigerians. If you are the international discourse, governance. As I'm seeing MPP Netiako, Yazo NDC. And Omudiska, and the scanning in Asai, and I buy a night Edisicana Kadompe. And this is so better. I can assure you, Mahama Bessia, he will also blame MPP. Because this one, and you will say Mahama Pobeba from Rollins to time. Rollins Bay coup, the blame was a champion in call for this guy, or man your money. Today, your boy champion D. Soria Conyaso. Your boy champion D. Soria Conyaso. Meaning, say, before Subayo, we always want to blame somebody. For Adia crying, say it is also our fault. And I say we have also been contributory. Yeah, we have contributed to the problem. Yeah, Jim to that. The BLC education will be so that we can feel comfortable. Now, the more we do that, the more there is no mental or psychological pressure on us to say, you best solve a problem. Because Hawa Koomson be any voter registration exercise, basa see one second any idea kosunyina. Obi the back obi. Me wa munyina muka when this in MPP, you are all part of it. Unte say a country single baby. I mean, a couple didn't say a PNC ni, and a couple didn't say a EFS, a coffee cranty nipa, and that's a gumni. Debbie, it is always about these 2 ragamuffin rascal political parties. They are the ones. They be out where the NDC, the best MPP, the best MPP, near to the same ABC because we would never make any effort to solve the problem. No money, we are no mass the electoral commission. Meanwhile, electoral commission called polling station Bianco causing trouble. Every time there has been a disturbance of polling station, Biano, NDC and MPP are the biggest culprit. Okay, now supporters also are doing what from to your mama party from penny for not that down media for equalization. The truth of the matter, the truth of the matter, yeah, register and conform me a minor. Electoral commission phone call register and conform me a minor. More party for na modern conform polling station. And then you will instruct electoral commission officers and say, register them. You are the same people who do that. You are the same people who do that. But for some reason, one person will take responsibility. It's easy to say that, electoral commission. They are bastardized the electoral commission. Imagine the electoral commission in Ghana. I can't be senior people. I'm betting my elections in Ghana. If electoral commission, there were no electoral commission officers in Ghana. And can this in MPP? I'm betting my manage. One some party no more crown or talk and this in MPP for super delegates Congress. And then talk on SUM. Baomia, Alanye, Kennedy, Japan, showdown near their own talk. Even internal party cry elections are mobile crown. a mekuo, we must bring electoral commission. And sana de na ye. Go bibini. Yeah, dear no. So by money, yen to muda. We are always the people who are cutting corners. By a person the question electoral commission. Election petition course so electoral commission a year first Supreme Court. Na ye ka say quadruplet then the double register pink sheet triple pink sheet. It was party people. So who say electoral commission ni bi wo ma na party for no mo ba na ehun now. And the electoral commission officers in Bebre, especially Beko baby to say yeji, who chance you and sana wako yeji o. And that's wako donko krom, who chance you and sana wako donko krom. To move na party nino, na say electoral commission officer no hono, who's a party for the bunkama fanatwa, no assign, say, hey, sign idea no assign. Ma cover elections is it is up to us, Ghana for say bemi any other ho. This is the time that we will wise up. We will wise up. We cannot vilify electoral commission. Na yenye bibia NDC or MPP or NDC or MPP me say from President Rollins a time even in Nkrumah kra ati akonya so yesi Nkrumah nye ena Nkrumah nye eni etu Nkrumah ko ya amo betna so no ma hu so they were also blaming other people na abrofo no ena Nkrumah system no oja ho no fast forward they also left ena ho amo baye eyi General Nkramu team no buzi anom ne ade ba they were also blaming ena Nigeria for ena emo omo nko omo krom ena emo omo koye Apollo hwan ena buzi amota omo koye it also didn't work they left and then SMC4 came SMC4 so baye champion na ade ekosi saying even when at the time na champion cry operation feed yourself there were Ghanaians who fought him and the champion this slogan say champion here for to beji go even a champion in his grave it is still following him into a champion's grave. Meanwhile, papa a champion here yes a champion be dua a bro and many export ko Burkina mo refi nka and then party NDC ni MPP mo ye road fear bia mo say mo a champion dey be historical. It was a generational issue. You see a transformational leader. Say champion was one of the transformational leaders. Na kebe boy. Yi ne boni nyina ne ade sinchen. But somebody felt comfortable say ye champion fi oni ye blame no for mine no. As if say champion ya wo Ghana na champion and we blame the champion and Ghana for supported in blaming a champion and ye to a champion. Right down to see a shoot to a champion. I will take shooting range. Me so the offers I take you can so brigade. Ofa teshi Nungwa road no so now drew free la ye first African lake now pass now ko any my military barracks na na the onsa right so if you are na ekwa ubo onsa right so shooting range no honum. That was where a champion a free farmer was shot. A FIFA call retirement crowd was in the crow the crass or crowbo yeah ko shoot to war and Ghanaians cheered them on omu praising kofoni yekumo mono. Now we were praising Rollins there the blood flow. Rollins the prayer 30 years. The same Ghanaians voted massively against Rollins and Rollins in it. The same people who cheered Rollins on, so on shoot to a champion. One come a free fire. As if said, we like to support blame game. Yem blame me. We will never take our share in Ghana or minor problems. From the people who vote for the parties that come. From the people, military leaders, the same Ghana for you jubilate a support you so that we give them Vim. Say the Akoso or Ghana, NDC, MPP, and another Abemoi, and Kovobia Kase has any man koye. This is not what another promise that see. What I say? People are saying, so you're calling for military coup d'etat. Do you know what military be in Ghana? Buse champion. Any friend say Rollins Abreso 79-81. The military for be in Ghana. And some kwalankete generation X for one tiase on reading history because history no yeah check coup d'etat for no we abro until once they came to set out Ghana education system no they wanted themselves to look like heroes. They wanted in kwalana bebe training to look like heroes. Into one check one no maka say enjoy history check because you be history now kwalana bebe training be hu say look kunye na ku omo baku no omo ba ma no de to say be ma okope oba na no de odo me de ka na be ma odo me de ka na be ma me de best ne be ma onso oba abobo ya akra wunya bi trotro wunya bi odi say okada akra wunya bi sa na ku di ta afo te de akoso Nigeria ni ade na generation X muhu ana muhu ya mesre Namu Bonsem, go and read the records of the various coup d'etats in Africa. And start to say, yeah, maybe I say, almost started beginning. What did he not do? He sacked order, he shook up the system, sacking what a chink of gumu. And we are saying his own people were cited for corruption. You're cited in court for corruption and call for Mukoko. Rollins is so actual white paper. When you Mukodi Bemkudi Fufu. The same person who said let the blood flow. And some on Muku or Muye. The people who did the coup, General Atanum, any Okotokamo, or Muye coup against Nkrumah. You see, they said Nkrumah you're corrupt, Nkrumah you can't kebi, Nkrumah you can't kanyame, Nkrumah person or declare no president for life, Nkrumah when they came, the same issue of corruption was against them. The same issue of corruption, they accuse you. This is what we do best. Tension and echo in the election. The youth na moya Ghana for na mo na wasa mo gene Ghana. Na mo twa se Ghana ya ko ya nim no. What is in it for men share pentima minto. Ya me ya wo this generation no. It's a generation that we are so cosmetic. And ne my to ne my sisi ni ade no na ye fe. This is the generation we live in. Superficial generation. All the way from said yes it say onipa wanyansa nimdie wa bin our values and ton ade and trend the obeding kwasa no aye no to aye nufu no the pentimament or no le trend. This is the generation we are involved in. It's politicians so ready this generation, and the politicians know what to give this generation. Okay, about to aye ko adane promise galo what the nka wa hu twe kwan free na na do breso. Now start your assessment boost at another promising, not promising. How many of them and are waiting for failing? And what is the plausibility? What is the probability? Say, or more promising or more bad, they can do A, B, C, D, E. Look at that. No, but generation is not looking at that. Instead of this generation, but yes, our assessment. No, now what me I say? A Diana Baomiaka promises about me, promises are Mahama, a would be an unlikely said, oh my, we have crossed 600 billion. Debt to GDP ratio, no, a 70%. A old base, you know, crying like a year you swear. And by now, you're chomo epic. But Ghana full soldiers, ne Ghana voters. We are to one politician, NDC name people, you know, go to shop ball, and we are still swallowing the bush. And they will continue to share more. They will continue to share more. How many people have had the balls to even confront Baumia, confront Muhammad, and ask them, say, Boshana emotional, Sikana Umanya, because we don't have any money. They say, yeah, they come more than Sika, walk. He levy, yeah, pass, he levy. The understanding was that he levy, bet me open up. And think Kagana, buy a Juma for an answer, crash of what? When we had Juma Musika bank and Kwane a taxes. Ye be a tax net in him. Into what team feature be our money transfer, be our tax account. Busa say how much came into e-levy? How much came into the e-levy? And ya hibia. Sika ye say wo mine hono. And you more than e-levy ni sika. Yani every 90 ko the whole besine. Ghana, this is maybe Nkrumah time na yes sir. But since then, after Nkrumah ba Ghana the BIA budget has been in deficit. We spend more money than see Benya. It promises and from the another promising that I mean we work so it's another free essay no be able to send questions. No. But Ghana journalists will come my some question. Ghana journalists go busa question pe on pewasem. Obusa question pe oyenipa boni, obusa question pe or opposition. Inti moko BBC ni CNN ni Deutsche Welle no more time question. Say free SHS, where would you find the money? Mahama so be village. Oh confess you can way debt. And you try 600,000 no. Ye kaya de no a 70% GDP. See, obi ka say less than 70% GDP or the new rebase in the age. Man, obi be say me na na can say camouflage. Let's use the old, a 70% GDP. And yet, so politicians say, "Oh, Ghana go to promise. No one that say, "Yeni abema kojo bedi akon." Cheddar. Oko can say, "Obey or the pobeko kumasi," because everybody is promising. Obi who say Ghana for na yeto aba ya dream will form so much that's one promise I won't yap vote no. It's a promise ne cry nya possible cry was me promise the moon adane sun. Me promise ya tie wi abeto asase so. And the Mahama ka to be new city. New city. Accra no cry choki. New city we new Accra no cry just say a choki. Kube new city and 4 years as a mo, 8 years as a mo. Kobusa what Nigeria did in building Abuja. What Nigeria did in building Abuja. It wasn't a 4-year and 8-year plan. We must have a systematic plan. Yes, a investment. And your plan NDC board best and your plan MPP board best and your plan will be feasible or the so on mining I sign contract. I sealed in stone. Say where you will be to Miss Son. No way about kaka way about 4 years. Way about 4 years. But see, and Pendudo Ghana politics. So your politics are be up a fans or politics. In the NDC cry small got I was all the fans. Men am here KJT. MPP bano ye a yi kakra also the fans. Men am here free SHS. Meanwhile, the Ghana sika na de ye and your bottom sika. If we do not stop that, you enjoy sad not party for food soldiers because sometimes it's not even the politicians who party food soldiers now better program so normal calling to program floko munkase na nadu na ye say munkase mahama na ye say na aye den na nadu ne mahama mu nyina ba mu nyom de ombotom sika na be ye road omu de ombotom sika na be ye road ana enti ye enjoy sad na because you see countries na ye person ye to so omu Singapore Dubai but they don't do that. Dubai, they don't do that. Korea, they don't do that. They bet that yes, me see. Nana do mo ye agenda 111. Once I dey na koye and then a first Pastor Drew. E catch Nana do say 2025 or so. Na say Nana do ntumi ensi cathedral na che say Nana do na ga say mo asofo no nyam den. The same Ghana for no can say mo de mo mpe cathedral near per hospital than cathedral. This Pastor TV not even one day supported this issue. Because I was another no akonya ne die so and I agree with that. Say ye here asa na ye fata. Ye nye hospital ho asem nwe ya. Sometimes ye kwaya cathedral ani ade ni nyina is not always the best. But see sometimes you must be intentional about near maybe. You must be intentional. Cote d'Ivoire for cathedral. And you say hospital nyina na Cote d'Ivoire. But because of the excessive extreme politics in because we himself manana do kwakoye ye first say or they say cathedral no the beje fans nti ma mama nye me the issue I had with cathedral and say mata monkoye o baby fufuro said the mama ka say obe build the city fufuro mama na ka say him say Accra na pem Accra is choked. Accra is choked. And Accra is not choked because sorry and Accra is choked. Accra is choked because over the years and these young people no mabedi Ghana so over 30 years now have failed to plan Accra. They have failed to manage Accra. Obiafo said the easy way out. No say fantasy be my party for fantasy be my handful. Yen yashe yen planet into that. I see Abai Nankasa is giving itself pressure. Abai Nankasa because so China and other places. America, even America for Dubai. Look at the structure of the you are able to plan car coin obey. It will bet me a car coin bet 10 pe because you planning what planet city is so that not take back. They have high-rise buildings. You can have about 5 million people in Accra. Or when you not bet me at Accra Central if we had planned Accra well. But abro, yeah, Accra ye. It's Accra for you or Hacho. If you are Kabenya, if you were Bri, if you are Shama, if you are Kosi Dowenya, be free one baby a Mahama Kosi Saglemino, be free a tema. Don't run about to Kwakot Saglemiko, already 5 hours. Is this city plannable? City now, there was a plan, there was a blueprint. He had the plan. I can't see one of your underground drains, and then I'm saying, but we are more interested in your party than your fans. Your party than your fans, and I'm a hammer say, and another say into the end. Okay, I talk about Kojina line, so Kotuaba, so Mobia and Yariana into the end. But those things no kind of take center stage in our thinking. We prefer that than issue with here. And that is why a true registration so OB is willing to put their life on the line for a party. Is that not sickening? You are ready to put your life on the line. Young wall second young wall second woo. Can you imagine? Young wall second woo said about all party beba power. And it's not any true. Every time beer and this MPP about power beer, there are people. MPP, I let my vote count in Governor. Boy, you're born on police for Nani Paya. Boy, no. The party MPP crab power. He wasn't even alive. But I said, party for no point in the Mudiana. But this is how low we have sunk. Profuna mudi democracy ba omo hwe ye krom besre yen. Obesre ye so we are so cheap. We are so cheap. This is where we have sunk our democracy to. Democracy just say you bet you register for keke. Can you you register for keke? Yes, I will be second. Why? Any because so. America for any upgrade Donald Trump so no. Because a woman Donald Trump better than America, Africa. Africa ni who's any way. Say Bruce here trodi, a Bruce here to about this one theatre or say Nekoya Luther. Ni assa ya so here for ma. He said any Jimmy. Ni aswaya gum, munko bronco for ni a teaching crop for gum. Nampa America for amuna moya musimuya the world superpower. Na mo pa na ye nyina yete Ghana anwemu ni ye hwe mu TV so na nko for fraud. That is why o man indicting no. O man that charges bebre na mko so aba. Hash money yo kotua ye nyina no one indictment na no. De man 34 bebre so na mko so aba. Ba ye yesi ye kosua democracy ni bi no. Ko Switzerland no me say wo de e wo po de o mko manim. Ko ahaya Dubai. When will you see say Dubai for to aba? Omudi sanko asem bi. Just say yen Africa for. I just say yen it's so sad. It's all your council and ye hear moi. Yen ye hear no so ni omanya. Obinya malaria keke malaria to me kumobi. Malaria to me kumobi. Is it the nation mo koye registration also to me kotane ye wa second. Omanya malaria kra to me kum nipa. Owo to me ka obi na owo poison. A draw cry ye de be woni nipa na bi ni wo konkwanta na kokrache. A draw ye de be woni nipa no keke e bi ni wo na nipa na fama owo in this day and age. And so ya dwene wo form ti. Those same areas now paracetamol draw crane no yen na ye kwa 1 second registration 1 second yen say yen yare are we serious? This is the country intention na yama eba because NDC ni MPP we wa they have me catch them bebreba no camp almost say we equalization mo dem try on amunjumi mo so be equalization. NDC ni MPP continue to be the biggest beneficiary of Egyasoyaso. NDC ni MPP over the last 32 years continue to be the biggest beneficiary of Egyasoyaso. The money campaign hereby Egyasoyaso. They are not going to cancel any Egyasoyaso. They don't have the political will. They will not. They will completely change their mind. We've seen so many times politicians are saying, "Oh, me sorry. This issue about say, you better separate Attorney General office from Ministry of Justice. Nana do Shehumbo or Shehumbo so many times, even when he was Attorney General. Or can say, we must change. MPP by 8 years. What was so much change Attorney General office from Ministry of Justice? It's still the same. The same Attorney General is still the Minister of Justice. The same. It's the same. What was so much son? NBC catch us about the city. NBC time at the President Mama. Almost to Hope City. They took $10 million from Snit. Say Hope City. Now, tell me they are not Snit to work around. Their institutions be Ghana to say Bank of Ghana Snit. And only idea as a politician be a better konya to be a almost the NC and Joe music and yendi. And the people of Ghana and for margin koso. And the NBC time before MPP for baby Bank of Ghana for penny for the correct time and no matter to gold watch at the amomo. And yeah, bro. Board members know. No matter to talk because board need now political appointees. Omu not to talk gold watch. Now no ya Bank of Ghana for your mobile and the MPP almost so almost chiche sky scam omo. Shadan almost amakosi. And I buy a what ya konya so now ya Islam ministry. Company I just 1 week. I registered 1 week. Now who Ghana ni who I want to be there who got a contract to cry. Who company who registered 1 week got a contract cry the amount. Next you register company just 1 week your man contract. Yes, mo bianca. Because can one person last him. How is that one person last him? Company I registered in just 1 week your man contract. Because obi share womb. It's Ghana say ya no. You see, these are part of the reasons why young men in chance no more to no more journey. It's sad. It's sad. Because NDC are no hope, MPP are no hope. Because everybody can see who can comfort and hope. It is the same of PPP. Even the terminology of PPP, NDC for the mind. MPP for free, I could just want a president for say, oh, my discover PPP business. Or PPP today be a home. Every day, a government person, a political person signs a contract. na Ghana boka ne ho kire ye yes ye koji sika ne pe na ya machi nipa no political witch and say the only to force in there say Ghana the ordinary Ghana ni a otini fie no can never know the truth in this matter because ye Ghana in politics when I just atam enkosi aga ye nya one of my assembly say any Ghana in politics NPP for the chanyam against NDC for so the say witch hunting any ne court the any technicalities cobra say ni nyina na eden sometime enkosi hwe opuni case by technicalities up to now 8 years ego see say and this is where every day ordinary people you see nkola nketenkete mpanyfo kakraka ho people are going to jail every day but the law will not affect ebimo why because ono wosika onim lawyer papa or wosika lawyer no anadokra on dakra 1 week onim say the obesi to find the exceptions in the law. What we here no do court to crowd and I was reading some case be about to do court to crowd no lawyers be no nyo later on after one serving 5 years in jail we know and onya some good Samaritan lawyers be no ya appeal man no because you see ya jailing no ya convicted no ya convicted in pony jailing no for 10 years onipa no do court no ya busa no udi for anaso odi bem onipa so odi for ba o enchirechiremu judge na ntie ni ncheche mu kra and o say we jailing 10 years no conviction by a jailing no say ni ti anye ye no konya as a good Samaritan lawyer see and that even after 5 years I what dem makrodo so begu na egu no parantwentwum begu na egu no ye be fa ne to ya fa ne to ma say ne to ya man ho prison ho after 5 years that person is not at force. That person is not opening. That person is not Wyoming. That person is not Canada, Japan. There will be nobody fighting for that person. Nobody will go and fight for that person. Who them was so. Nebusi afọ anya lala sulala. Am begine TV so ensumoja. Say nkofonya contribution here from one nko yi na edise every prison. I just already onya politicians. Won ko dem no wu. And uncle them no code and hard a hardened amroba no bonte me robby. What would the anti amroba called jail back? Now for Robbie wickedly no. Robbie is all imagining you or Robbie of that dying for phone because the justice system no a year Juma may have been not at the problem of justice system no, but it is because we need sika lawyer papa. Lawyer no so Jimmy ye or co school near edition ketwa. Ako tue school fees ya kase law book ba ko beto 2,000 5,000 hwan on let na be free ma ake be system ni ye no ya the system ni nyina da ne politics ya the system no election ya e ba so ya ye koto registration keke ye prank wo de ma case we nko court na ye foolish case ya the sa mumra and then ochna na ye foolish case. This is how we have been treating our system. Let me read this report from US AE phone. It's sad. If you look, I said the Homo capture report and say just around this time, 2 people had died. 2 people had died in a year. First, a voters registration exercise around this time, 2020. Na nipa 2 a woo. Na yen do baby ao. Yen register nipa do baby, but 2 people had died in this election. And this is just US State Department for reporter or model ebaye. Almost say there were a few reports that the government or the agent committed arbitrary and unlawful killings. This is U.S. State Department report. This is U.S. State Department for report. And you Ghana report. America for report. Say a bank of only state agencies. Officers charged with investigating security force killings include Special Investigative Branch of the Ghana Armed Forces, Police Professional Standards Bureau. And as of April, no, not just say the question is, some reports where you know how many times I say police department the report number to Ghana for Nipa when they could do bonnet or registration and we had enough from we have convicted the person. Now we are one of Mesa Brompa Betray. Say Nipa 2020 elections, no, the cases are pending because on your minister Diaba, on your Petru. Nidi Mahama so Nidi Akufo-Addo so Nidi Asante Bedu to be so. This is where we have collapsed the country to. Nipe last elections. The same from registration year all the way to year 2 above. People have died. And I see so bien weird. Because Ghana for Nakata, we don't seem to care. Young Ghana for now, we should be concerned. No, we do not seem to care. Because I know a politician. Because I don't know. Sometimes I know because Ghana for night Ghanaians. You near Samba and Guyang. My politician near some oh, yeah, Machako be and I am releasing the money. Yeah, Machako police headquarters. Koko ani do assemble one time I know where NDC. Shenipa a tree boom call police headquarters. And ne Koko ani do ni NDC for your fine. Manasa Mumbrahas will be ready in a chakwa. We don't care. We only care about things when there's politics surrounding it. There's political color. It's sad though. Yes, tell me a mobile. Yes, tell me a mobile. And mama of history, no. The history of what we did to Nkrumah after Nkrumah ye too, no. The people who came, Buzi Anom, a champion, no. Today, and they boy champion need to say the any adorno. Meanwhile, it is the same citizen. We were standing at the and you walk crap physically, but it's the same Ghanaian, so it's technically it's us. Yeah, no need a general station shooting radio, cheering rollers, these soldiers. So go let the blood flow, finish them, let the blood flow. And then yes, a military coup d'etat. Because another are we serious? Yeah, Ghana for now, are we serious? Yes, a military coup d'etat. Are we serious? The people who did the military coup d'etat, we supported their killing. We supported CM Kumamo. It's only more. Konako read the history because you have been denied history. History now, I was here with JSS, and you know, yet, oh, Ghana got independent 1957 from the British and one. I know your history. You must know the history of Omino, the actual history. I'm a person plenty BBA to say I'm going for military and people had to sacrifice their lives for the enjoyment and enjoyment, Papa Bang. Ghana to the days of me, a woman, what me, Papa Chilson and Atamati, and Temadani Zongo, Temadani Bola, and we are not even cleaning our environment. Young college now, Itama, Ponchicratia, me watch it. Oh, one of my natia me one and more cabby, normally I bomb to chimponche because why allow Mama or one and chrome roaming recklessly. Yabacho, this all a tear me put you answer. Ya say beer, we are not cleaning the city. Yatiana have recorded a greater Accra regional minister, former one now, says in interior, or starting so cleaning Accra Central end. Now the most open is on Jai no good interior. They stopped him because young Ghana for no obi cleaning a city na mayen. Na city na yet say Dubai cran yes am to man. And we call it vote to Ohabo don. We vote to Ohabo because ye pet in say no ya ma ye kwan na na Accra Central. One nam Kimbu kota de kwa. Pavement ya manipa. E he fa na ko hu Singapore ni Malaysia. And I said Dubai say pavement nipa da so ye ton ade ho. Uko hu bi we. Yan kwani Ghana broni denti. Mama no nkase. Me say Mahama time okovanda point. Edwadifo atumto niema wa Accra to papa ni oko pineapple. Adan because all Okovanda point wanted to do was what in America Atlanta. Papa ni said the Atlanta tier. Even downtown near the Accra say before no crowd Atlanta. Papa ni said the hot tier. He wanted to do the same thing to Accra. No, Mahama Pamono ni tu ni oko pineapple. One ya sorry I complain say and I ensure to and I am me and ensure to na and ensure be yira for nyina ya boy ehubia Ghana ye be yira for ya da forever and ever. If we was a video no picture no kwa hanka me show 1960 graphic front page it was flooding 1975 or tampon time ensure to me flooding Accra a tampon ko ye inspection of Accra areas ensure flooding e be flooded da ya boy ehunua we would never change so the flooding will never stop. Okovanda point say or the Atlanta back. What did we do to Okovanda point? Yeah, to the and of Okovanda pineapple. And yet, Bo Papa di Monesa and a Pamo Papano, a free honor. Okovanda point. Okovanda point, Emma Ninianoma by Henry Corte. Missing another nominate a young Cassan on friend Corte say, Charlie, the congestion now, we are able to bet not to cut interior. Would a police phone soldier force. Yeah. Baby or two a the phone free onion market do mokoye onion market because said it takes a leader with balls. That is the question we share about Miani Mahama. Any other candidate on these are the questions you must ask them. A leader with balls, a leader okuta kukudro, a leader who doesn't care about your baby 4 years, a leader who says 4 years I'm willing to do the needful. I want a Mahama person didn't who do no. Because when I see Mahama talking, but Bosha na Mahama ni ba umia sende masa bebre omu to be ye. Oba musa bato na ye Bosha galo one sha wini. Because everything was from we draw towards Bosha nse hunu Bosha. Nti there be say there which accountability are you giving us? between this MPP, you all have questions to ask. Answer those questions. People mobile 8 years, you can't akono. If you any extra day or more call my company, you say 5G, the amount company waiting 1 week. Ask those questions. Due diligence, Ben, were there other companies? A company when demand. What is different? What is special about this company? Where your demand company was the company already an existing company? Now one more approach and because of laws and or register organ. Let the public know. Let the public know. Because public this can let the public know what they want cash in Ghana for. Now say snake for the year or muye. Even snake for a year can most snake motoso. You don't even tell us. Man publish your people that yen Ghana work a Tuesday for you are on the board. Now Tuesday for the minya ken I said the mesh shumono what you see. Minya ba said the mesh shumono mukuta teachers, mo na moshe teachers, Ghana workers, laborers, yeah, breni a chase kama snake for. Bebre company se kwampontua ye betwe mo akọ retirement we di city awie ni ye se kofa record bra we kwa kofa ye se company ntua 2 months or company ntua 3 months or afi na na wo worker no. Why is it your obligation as a worker so when also coach esi o sen it doesn't make sense. Mo penifo na so you know what na broche you know all these things sa broche be bia ni wa worker na coach esi ne snit worker na coach esi ne pension. It doesn't work like that anywhere in abroche ba mo buye kwasea mubuya John, mubuya dogon wagana, mufanya wagana nti. Just a Ghanaian worker, aqua chasing his net. And Sunny at your company to an answer on good year. And no grand dancing. Ghanaian workers baby was net and no cry omunibi. Senate and no cry omunibi. How many times NDC MPP is not campaign platform to elections with what is or more candidate at them? That Ben what is NDC MPP or more campo about snake at them? They are not caring. Because be about snake is cannot then sabebo bino aqua. Everybody will just come and tap into the money and go and chop. Tap into the money. Ghana work at today. Yeah, John. Yeah, new obi over so. Yes, can get that obi aba not the damn book. From the days of Rollins, that is why even in his grave, God will forever bless that young man. Or some dokro nyakupon be kai no shirano. Komladumo. Because even when Komladumo before 2001, Komladumo expose at the time, Joy FM. Or checking snake investment at the time. Near the snake is Ghana, Minu now. Ye papa ni ya memo anon komoji S Rashanibi. Rolling Sibana, rolling to Chamu. TNE Messi Ghana collage generation X. No, ya and history where you school. This is the pain I have. History na ya chentin ama bebre no ma ya to gullible na party for ni Jimimo. No mu Jimimo na mu di echire. And it's near MPP. And the command do more time no 2001. You change your buying NDC free akonyaso. In 2000 after Muluzi ya buying for buying. We got access to data because before MPP banai ya to Obama Rollins akos. I'm not so they buying who so they buying PNDC what transmogrify no NDC. Nobody could ask for government data. Tieni pa mo yankola. Sometimes I also mu ready. Na mu jai my bet no ne pon na mo re no. Mu ready. Na mu jai my bet ene pono na mo re no. Mr. 2001, Komladumo expose or no. See, I'm saying, some God will bless him and bless him again. Or the best in man shall bless you, Munina. Expose a Komladumo, work as a sika, and I swear, dear, just net. Senate for this Sikano Koya and cost investment because I know Modia. Or would you call a block factory? You did become a first lady. Near the Bia Command, near the Bia Command, cost investment is an Senate for a because I know Musika. Pensions every country and your sacrosanct. Pensions or may be a hawk in India. Pensions or be a fendiagro. America or Europe or Sweden, baby. Who can now do sika on sacco the workers pensions car? What's any parcobed? But Ghana ben Biaba and this near people no more we are sika kodi. Sakomla do more expose no yeno. Yet chestnut is canny D. Kebashing mene. Nothing happened. The money just went to waste. And Omudisa. Fast forward and the MPP. Almost MPP, I don't know if an expose came out. But even if follow the same thing, because you see what happens. Board now, what's a Senate board? No, they are all political appointees. And more institutional appointees almost joining. They say to use if any idea. Into the end, one said, Senate for the air course to say, almost almost hotel share. And yet, Senate one of their key mandate, say. That is why Senate officers be before more higher level. No more investment officers or minimum investment. It is not for sike be on budget. Yes, what is kana koto bank? No for do sir. There be you invest the money not kana wo. It is not the cotton shares enya bone. But when you TUC penny na mo ye workers for representative amo that's not board so. Yeah, telling na mo to so mo say you approved every transaction. Then I didn't alarm blow no could you to abeka. Then you people sit there, you are like, oh, I'm stopping the sale. Are you people serious? For TUC for me can't miss me work with me a bank. I'm a the workers of Ghana must change all of you crazy board heads from TUC for disappointing them. They must change all of you TUC for now. More snake boss. They must change all of you crazy board heads out of town. You have disappointed workers. What's the board and also a senate for TUC representatives? Yeah, there, moving the rules and regulations. So okay, why are you now telling government say government should not approve it? Nana mote board no so na mutonko. Anamu kwanu mbrodo ni tea. Eti said rojo. Akọ electoral commission why they so nkonko check we about one osu ya man tea ro. Mu kwanu tea ana. Are you people serious TUC? What did they say? Ghana institutions are kept and na mini aba na ba na mwaka no. Those days Anna President Rawlings no. There were institutions that had the balls. Even media for cry, there were media houses that had the balls. Sometimes no media phobia and said that the obia. Allergy, Papa no a radio universe. A student radio station. They could have the balls to chase President Rawlings. President Rawlings to me cafe. And the media for a stooges. Yet to me kasa. Because so kasi ebedi watem. The few people who decide say yeah they where I even the Ghanaians that you are protecting omunyina crown support to and the any media for money a dim baby obi ejai me nua basha me Muslims all kind no City FM sister betena eyewitness news now or fire busa question you to say yes or buy it she has read, she knows, she has the confidence, she has the balls, she's putting the questions to you yeah na or I no say me kwa me ham I mean, some of us, it takes even the commitment. Every day we have to fight our families. Me, every day, because I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. What you say? Because we the same voters who insult the person, who attack the person. No be than NDC, MPP journalists. No more one if you no go suffer. But don't for no attack. It's sad where we have gotten our nation to. The whole things people are not take board. Those days I'm saying now Rawlings so even crowd no be any say Rawlings time they soldier. Rawlings bet me a fault. He said Bunda said the any judges. Eko ye na o man baby no. E Kenneth Feli. Rawlings and catch near crack Kenneth Feli crowd down. Or that he was among the judges who were killed. He was among the judges who were killed. Kenneth Feli ya die the time in the face of death, in the face of shooting range, in the face of threats, you can vanish into thin air. And I have covered the National Reconciliation Commission. So I remember the number of people who came before the National Reconciliation. Obi by us Nikuraira. Nikuru Koya Wambabi, Nikuru Soja Fortune Kokuno, Nikuru say, so many people. Even those days, Ghana Bar Association, Lawyer Foko, they had the balls to stand up to Rawlings. TUC, they had the balls to stand up to Rawlings. And that is father, Bar Association, engineers and one professional bodies, everybody is asleep because Obia didn't change one thing. It's sad. Ghana is finished. It's finished. Now, I branch here, friends, Captain Planet or 4S4 group. No, see, we are Ghana youth, I branch here now in your visa. Yes, go. It's sad. Where is the whole? Who is fighting for us? Because those days, no. But the history my father taught me. History now, public agenda, so no more cancer. There were students who had the ball, but for one more, they had the balls to be Germany said, put in a question. What report to try to report about? Yes, I put it to you, say, and no be other. Journalists are that, professional bodies are that, individuals are that, the voters themselves are that. Because Obia person the party bar near Ajika. Oh, they are ye no program at Sayare. Boys, honorable near 20 Ghana. Honorable near that is how we have all become. journalists, professional, but all of us have become like food soldiers. Honorable, everybody is protecting somebody because of the ebedi. It's sad. Everybody is protecting somebody because of the ebedi. Ejuma we say any ejai. Debi am catch my boss, Dr. Father Dixon. It's sad. It's sad. That and a good because there's nobody giving us hope. Say be Obia o pese NDC ba, o pese ba omiaba, o pese chadaba, o pese Kofi Kwaje is only because obeja bibi wom. Only bibi wom po be free party. FPP for ko about we who the other party for neka. Oh na ba omi asi enko page online. Eyan to man because the obedient even one about me the agenda about digitization. Who doesn't know? Even digitization, I am Mahama vision. The digitization and then I am Mahama and this idea no buy. Digitizing the system. So many times, Anna Mahama has so many times spoken about how to synchronize a health insurance card, no electoral commission card, no any identification card consistently, and that is why Mahama buy, you know. Although national identification president Kufuor time was starting, you know, Mahama invested money. Kofa Professor Dumo by they even change the system. Say, Yambo on Sano 10. As when Baumyaka said digitization, well, may be a Nitian Tumano. Untumana kwe. Mahama mo be a Nitian Tumano. And me, I can say I have covered politics for a long time. I know NDC for Mahama wo 8 years. I'm saying Mahama wa maybe and Mahama ba no wa German in Kofo Gonja for Nkwa and Mahama maybe and Mahama abandon. They every Bibinia bro. We always want what we would take. The enquire benya not on mining Koso. Dubai for yes, sir. Singapore for don't do that. Malaysia for don't do. You be brache. Me see Accra na see one I am planning crony yen. Crony am an Atitia Pansa because of me and you. Because Obia or Beba Bia so bet Accra Kuno. Ya nene bakun. Yes, yam to money apamono. Look at the number of AM and penny for yapamomo. These are architects who have the knowledge and commitment to change Accra one day. We do not even need to build another city. Accra Nakasa Wahona say if we have the balls. Any tika ebe boa baby ama ban na ye niam ya ye betimi akekere Accra no kwa ye because Accra na esi ho no in the next 50 years Accra we anya to say Accra we o e kro no be change whether Abai invest or not the private sector ba the kro no be sese every kro na Accra we anya the same Accra we na na wo no 50 years ago. It's a different building. Adan esisi wo nyina anya adan ye wo 50 years ago. Accra will change e dey apese change pa Accra na kaso a betin net yet abroni be yenti aye kaso kwan afa kaso asoro because uncomfort to ade o ka kwan mon sorry omo say na Kufuor won na won pese e beton ade o ka kwan ti e be 2008 I remember say Kufuor ti wakosi market ama edwomfo e wo kaso inside mon ko nkoto ne ma na kwan no wa ya me nipa nya moa ye nipa moko Dubai aye nton ade o ka kwan ho pavement Monko jom koto ade de bi o se yam to aba Kufuor ene eja o mo no nyina begu kwan no and na traffic ko Accra ko central region kakra just sorry 3 am eno kra obedi traffic so san na eja o mo nyina gu o it the same aban no just because of vote aban de beluzu NDC ba na NDC aye kwan na fasoro se nkofo ne se o mo free ho de a na ukoka so otu o mo mbeka so mo nto manti ye nye kwan ne fasoro na ye kwan ne fasoro does it even make sense? Bruniti one more best they will laugh at us. What a cheap country. What America now, what Europe, and now what Dubai, I say, and comfort to idea and see a corner fasro. Who born dog? I want to say, who born dog? Some moment 20 a corner fasro. Are you serious? Yeah, corner fasro. But this is where we have come to. Near a corner fasro and net traffic now, Kakusi Budumbra. It is Budumbra to make up a corner fasro. Oh, Kobe Bini. Budumenti baby ania o ashaba monya traffic in fasro tema monya traffic na do wenya monya traffic in fasro abro waste of money when we could have just spent less money on roads asa sikani yade yankwase road na ehia se ebe ye no enka ya planning city ni ye nyina yete fa akon enka ye one single place that is manageable because ye high rise building asase problem kra ye nyinya won kran enne so de ni akobo ni tio because of asase ye nya sa wa abrochire da ye kobo wan tio because of assassin. Because they have a proper recording system. Why not cover white you? But you have a brilliant system. It's the other say the same no assassin be protect all the agita takashi. Kofa a tiabro fre. Nafa eke, nafa for no major assassin. Which civilized country does that? Or my ben and a near be out this uncle same way. Risking the life of a military officer. Ye tipo na ye no baako no munyano. And ko bekum soldier for ba ho nyina. Ye tipo na ye. And so like the bushafon are saying, no, they are shielding people. They are forces, contacts, almost shielding for. Yeah, man, a system there all Ghana. No, just this is Ghana. They say no. This all the tiabro friendly AK-47 could protect all dying. And just like to say, we need a satibia baby. This is how far we have come. How we have sunk low. Yakum so Jenny, who was in a full blood uniform. Na civilian a bedding. Not just as I say, when you say some baby, patch it. Manko go so Jenny cry and for boy man uniform. Ya done. Now what we are civilian. That's why you okum there simple. Okum there simple. This is Ghana because of being person over here land administration project cry yeah digitizing and SaaS because him say World Bank iska. In fact, registrar general for system almost say I'm digitizing almost database World Bank for iska for hey yeah ko video meanwhile the secret is gash engineer na youth for no generation X most sorry I'm the answer send message no more di atem mo bebre mo bebre papa mo bebre mo send message ni di atem wi anama ko pono no makoye mybet.com na wa na ebre ya hwe ma wie mo bebre papa it's sad. World Bank na ema yesika me ye protect and SaaS see anya digital database na enche baby agana kaso asasi kodu akra asasi kodu share asasi kodu plot bi asenete yendi market World Bank for over 12 years World Bank has given us money. Ghana government lap 1 lap 2 lap 3 lap 4 I think you're lap 5 this 6 cry World Bank for kosi broniti abrochire wono na wo hunu nyanse say yensa system no structures the recording system ne nye nti wo me yesika ne digitize no abro ye de enye o da bi ye de yesika be cheers gracia ye de yesika be rodros ye de yesika be me mpanifo ye de yesika be recording kofo ne de politics nkwasia politics sai me we. This is where we have come to ne nchire ma na ebre no ne yese nkola no eja pade e wo ho ne yetonton Yetia na nkoma jaya factories near the factories boys and girls most why na mudidi atama. This is where you must start your investigation from. Ghana Japadi edema na ni na kwere ya tonfa ya ton Japadi ni na fa Japadi na tonfa na say I can bet the boys here na makra nyina obi etwa lotto bet na ya bet ya odi kakra so pono no de kohwe pono any bet no dey attend stress so cause when ya pono no bia obenya depression into onya tramon no ene ho ahwan ni bi no ma ni glue na na sen ba na almost sniff no a onya no ka ho na ode de aka kohwe pono ene eno a. This is how yes say ma yes say nkokoma ye nana no ma mo na nka ba ba nyiri ba ba ye mpani papa yes say o mu nyina eduru abato na ye ma o mu wi ni bi no mu a nka na no ye say to aba ye say echewi na ye pe oye de party na wudi echire no ye to abakra say echewi urade ado eso na mrante ene ma ba we no o mo pe munyi wi no nkwohye na mo nsai na mpanifo de o mo man go school abrochire omo mana asa esi no nkati abato odi MP obeba parliament odi MP obeba parliament omo maka nyina so ma beba Rollins ba o parliament omo maka nyina omo ma beba parliament na wo ti wo na wo num wi na wo de jeje ballot box wo de ye voter registration wo jibi wo ho e wo registration centers abra omo nyansa no omo timi agurumi omo ma no amene omo ma no e ko parliament omo nko afi omo beko wo de wo jina awurade hey ho omo bo here for ma ye hu omo bo papa we will never learn, we will never change. Say ya net here. Let's change. Why? Let's change. Yes, I higher pa. I wanted to show you this report. A Afrobarometer report. Perhaps maybe I don't know if people will see it, but it's a report from a CDD that shows what people are saying about let me see. I think Papa Kra. It's a support for elections, so it's the best way to choose a leader. And if you look at the report, they are more kana. They are saying, in 2017, about 81% of the people said that election is the best way. Election is the best way. By 2022, After biometric report is showing that 84% of Ghana for population and omunya adia tum say election the best way ye betimi e dey choose nkofo. That is what do say ye beto aba na nkofo ani abre because obi ehun say all die be die. Wan fa no wan kojim na say wan ko register nkofo na make nditi ni MPP omo na omo de nkofo no go. Wo beti say ye de nkola bi akọ polling station bi mo koto aba enye electoral commission bi enim enye obia party for na na de omo nkofo kọ omo de omo kọ no makọ register omo na chese omo akọ ye de omo beye eti joining ya na ye no ntwetwe nkomo na ye said the internet because I wanted to let you people see or they saying about one year kono the tension that it has because you see the margin between the NDC and MPP are very close. If you look at even regions now me chemo regions so because Greater Accra region a lot of things have changed. It's in a person constituency by constituency so that you can see the constituency specific. If you see constituency ni bi onoma unum say we NDC ni ade na maka baby ti say kwabenya don't make kwabenya say NDC mamu ha mo because there's no way you win that constituency. Ododo constituency say and he say what MPP for kra ha mo because mu win mu ya dem win. So what they will do ni say constituency like ododo MPP vote so mu win no. A lot of people will do voter transfer their vote to areas margin no between NDC and MPP near close. No me ma connect say no cross carpet kit obi obetimi a win. Lejo kuku krowo baby ti say lejo kuku omo nto ma one candidate for a long time. Lejo kuku krowo even lada de koto pon kran county na na do ye say na na do driver bi e wini wo ho ne ade o de kona go because consensus no maybe the guy is just following a pattern. Say NDC ni netwa there's a likelihood say the next election will make change but Lejo kuku is not too much of even a swing or more to me to my one MP for twice or thrice because obi ti say ni Amasana Mwale say he was MP for Lejo kuku for a while. Lejo kuku for Lada de Kotopon rather Lada de Kotopon for and tisa crow any Lejo kuku ni crow which is station in Unga or mom penko asemsa ya ma won bet now 2 times oba one time na no ma start ye ho aduma sabra oba ye no akofi aye na kofi no wabedi ache omo na mo penko asem omo mo bia kwa ma betre ho che nti oba ye na na omo papa mo dada they don't need time craft for enko asem bia wo constituency wo. It is one of the constituency it's very difficult to manage the constituency. Lejo kuku ani krowo enti me ka say yi na wo ho e wo Lejo kuku ni krowo Okoboy could stage a comeback because Okoboy lose last seat to the NDC for Ebeji Akonyano. Unfortunately, NDC MP na Obetina Akonyano so no zero kra wadakra or parliament. Wadakra. But you see, and also the parliament keke ayo be let most test abe mistake because there are a lot of people omo ground people. Omo nye pentimament of they don't do well in parliament kasa bebre. They work very hard in the constituency. Into nimna kwa parliament keke say on kasa of parliament it will so be bunkama fan so I correct your notes because one way you say Sydney you say Jackie Chan movie ube lutu poto ma o hwe ade afa kra be your time what you say then you have to be very careful about what you're doing instead about ube who said they gave ni nyina city. So let me take you to some of the constituencies American it say odododio so MPP nia men how who so koye campaign wo because nya dia odododio no betime win. You will not win odododio baby obetime win at best will be another constituency abi obetime enya honom e de na akwakofa ba odododio ni ade nya de obetime enya e honom. So let me take you to odododio and show you what the numbers are in odododio. But before then obetime join and also what share wadwene on some of the issues that I raised and ya when the young people no come and talk some of the things that they talk. But you see sa na humanity no ya de say it's okay. Also do views ba na just say ni nyina akoso na ya can bom because at the end of the day it's about ideas. Obviously the margin is not close now. Naka said the margin is not close. The margin is very close between NDC and MPP. The last research I saw first when NDC winning NDC lead na no mukutano was ahead of MPP, which was NDC at the time last year. Now NDC 454% of the total votes. As against Baumia, I think 43%. But the last one, no more, and MPP for back. MPP is now leading NDC with 1%, and that makes it very close. I wouldn't even know the gone out. Then I say, nim the akoso.
And that is why Momo you food soldiers in here. Don't worry. That is why you people are food soldiers. You know, it's good. I am here intro now. I don't really read the message. Me, we are not about reading more messages. This is why the margin being closed. The elections be a organ between NDC and MPP is close. Between NDC and MPP is close. Obviously, if you have the dollar need a more massive. You the voters, because my I think last 2 weeks, and I'm here analysis now. Make sure some of the economic issues are affecting MPP, and one of them is the dollar. So we've already killed that issue. But then, who vote? You decide what you vote on. Who vote and now be decided there who be vote on. Obi on my also a die-hard MPP. Into dollar na sem no crowd dollar na 15 and fan so about 2 MPP. Here about over 2 MPP because I die-hard. The same thing, my time na near say dollar no enye na kwa na 4.3 no. Obi NDC ni fan ho kwasa na dollar no 4.3. The person still voted Mahama because of Mahama. Those are party fanatics and party supporters. Omo committed to a fault. But omo 15, which is floating voters, they are the ones who consider the dollar. They are the ones who consider inflation. They are the ones who consider port duties. They are the ones who consider rule of law. They are the ones who consider they are the ones who consider it is a contract yes like one say doom Sunday they consider it. But more party die hard for no most anyama we nyamo mefamo. Because this for no more dollar. Any doom so mun nyamo no dollar ni ye kwa mo beto am this mun to MPP and they MPP for they know. MPP for no so almost more die hard MPP no. Dollar ne cost and cry book of constituent come meto MPP because they are die hard. It's a moment there, and only yet as a mammo. Fanatical soldiers and fanatics. So you people don't look at the real numbers. You don't look at the real issues. One of the other TUC. This is the time when you hear all the big organizations. TUC, you know, any your friends say bar association. This is the time we needed them to give us the balls. This is the time. Because you nimse Ghana for the brain, a general form. But then professional organizations now, how can we shape the thinking? What are the areas I'm more trained basis? What are the things I'm more trained say they can do? What should government do? And here I was say correct areas are many person hiding. You people, you have the mandate to change the system. You have the mandate to change the system. What I say, unfortunately, no more teams if one the idea for you have decided say change the system no. Moto one man among kasa. You want now about the media for no so. And much that over the years no media for so be so done no say media for I compromise media everywhere. I mean America to some extent the media is even being compromised. You have Fox for more a Republican for slightly Republican. You have CNN normally idea they also slightly Democrat. But the good thing is that even abroad they do their work objectively. And I mean, just a Ghana viewers, Ghana for listeners, mono objectivity. Mo person Vim Lady me betman, me support to party NDC, me support to party MPP. And on the mope. This is a Vim Lady me kodi atam kra, me support NDC, NDC for na ba betam me Vim Lady or NDC for adwuma no. Me support MPP for ba betam me Vim Lady or MPP ni or kebia MPP. This is how you, the voters, you, the food soldiers, this is what you have turned the media into. You have turned the media into an appendage of your politics. It's a media, any be objective. Everybody is leaving. Everybody is leaving their job. Me say Shamima, even before me about Shamima Akono. Yeah, Shamima went first. Jifa Bampo, Jifa Beho, Oja Okotali, Wabati Vitre, no Gon Kata. And Jifa Bampo is an on-air person. I can buy no Jifa Jina, no question for Wajai. She won't do it. Why no fun hearing better TV so no didn't at them? Why? She won't do it. All the media people who had the boss, who had the kukudro. So ni politica na no eja no entertainment. Entertainment they do obenya obey ya wa bia shata wa le dwa no obey ya. Eno so dey okay manager bo be fan sa. No be eja ko entertainment. Yet we are slowly gradually killing critical minds in Ghana. Omo send a message yam fight MPP for yam buso omo question the same mind this in brand. Go and question NDC on because how we jandam. Go and question NDC on because we jandam. because a chia young come there service a triadium. My uncle our party. Young busa opposition. Now party body I mean busa party. This is how low we are sunk to. And now no na me nya mo chame kwa me kase on the NDC ni MPP nyina o gidi se nya do mbetimi aboa Ghana. But gidi se yenya independent group of people a party fufra. Na party no ye independent one enkoto mo party no. Because all Ghana for now you imagine to the NDC ni MPP. Obia na wadwen fufro bia kwa we are not even ready to listen. They are complaining ya to South Africa for you. You complaining am Jacob Julius Malema fans. E kodu abato man to am Julius Malema. It's up to us Ghana for. Mo pe third force e you vote na bema third force na kwatena jubilee. Open new force e you vote na bema new force na kwatena jubilee. Open Kofi Krante e you vote na bema Kofi Krante kwatena o. Ba open the status quo NDC ni MPP na you vote. What the mom better kwatena do continue to collect your ex-gratia. Don't come and cry. Because Ususu Moja cry, it won't change anything. Ususu Moja cry, it won't change anything. Say, can you announce your tariff from next month, July? Yebetum. Everything is going to go up. Yebetum be BM. It's sad. It's sad, Ghana for. But I know Yebetum no they yet dispassionate argument. Men koye blind politics because NDC ni MPP bet na Ghana konya so 32 years. Me hu NDC ni MPP omu nyina ba beti kane ani nsuo so forever omu ntum da. Oteso no atum. Automatic price adjustment ana omu frɛ no. Oma hye dat so no matum. Ya tum 1 2 3 ni a hye dat so ba ko. Ya tum 1 2 3 ni ateso ba ko ni nyina scheme e yalo. Because we don't want people to do objective analysis to us. Ya pese de bia media for bedi nkonkonsa ye be kan de ebe ye party de na che say yeso ya to e de am ye party Godfrey the message was said say good evening okay ono wa broche do say good afternoon say from up here na good evening from down there wo Ghana just akodi na say good evening mafia you know something about black people na black man no de nani su bri no as the domiciles ni gina otukwan ko ba bia na fa tene wan o say ye wo ye kro ma ase ye ni efra no but ye ko baby pe na fa ase ate ye ne so wan enkati ase good evening Vim Lady incoming president no ma start no ye campaign amani party no on dwini issues ni ye raise no ho ene ade debi ni party no na here no G o say Vim Lady I love your commentary on USA you are doing great me say Trump ya indictment 34 Maslock boss e dey buy na MPP for na Ghana de yesika kwa ame enkoje meboa yesika kwa ame enkoje America kran ye dey Donald Trump ya convicted no 34 charges 34 bebre na mkonso me dey ba charge no Ghana de ya be politics ene eti first I've received the late Kutwe Champon. He gave Ghana one of the best economic recovery program, but at the same time no the media collapsed the Champon government with false corruption. Well, any media more Ghana for no media no control any person. Moya America no blame game. Moya BB they BI want to blame somebody. We never want to accept it. Media and the cover for to go off number. It is you people, you the voters. Media and the coach a station shooting rate on Mochie. Rolling thing of order, let the blood flow. Media and the coach now. It is we the voters. Let us accept our fault for once. Average Ghanaians don't think before they jump. If we don't think before we jump, and that's why we are still suffering. Because you're too much party based on what is it possible? When critical question, how your party we won't ask. I don't know. BBC ni CNN journalists ni busa politicians ni question ada na monko eyomo. BBC and CNN when they ask questions about inflation, they ask questions about sika public debt, the state of the economy, governance. I don't know monko di o matem. But ya dey info, especially ya country no kwade. Mo fire say a dogon. Nti na ye nyina ye je adwuma no. Obi abeje adwuma na aka mo pa mo kope mo information. Na mo amomba broadcast ade say social media na banti no. Mo fa social media no na mo nya mo ade. Raphael Nkatia said 80% of MPP for no 80% of MPP for deliver more promises. Well, this is up for debate. Into wow channel. Busa said how not some now can you true say MPP for Raphael Neka or deliver 80% of their promises. Accept it for them. Every say Ghanaians don't think before they leap. Okay, my car will better do that. I strongly believe in Ghana. We all need to do what we all need to do is change the mindset. Things are not working, and we are all to be blamed for that. Well, fantastic point. We are all part of the problem. I just say so that all of us can be part of the solution. The problem will never be solved because NDC ba or the better one people so NDC so ba or the better NDC so near kwani asan bedru ha. What I say? No. Matthew Nyakono saying neither is mate. Baumia an option. Okay, minto question. Neither is mate. Baumia an option. So maybe you can clarify yourself and come back again. I'll read it. Why don't you say that we should assist from Mahama time by starting Nanado you I know that sometimes I have phones in the it to me no I check it out. What's send no message me so that I can read for you. Boy, but now so see African you if you or say Africa a problem here. African here, we will never change. The BIA the Boka Kotu Obiso, any and neck, and the BIA problems. I know. Comments a pillar 2 message on also there about it. Dobe Kwabenya constituency on also the free. You see greetings to my lawyer Michael Kwe. I know Okosi draws for vote. On our channel. Or see no matter what. NDC violence or the elections, the more mobile one for second MPP will win the elections. On also the message out there, Abba and no. Abba, I just say watching you live from Dallas, Texas, USA. Well done. If you let the truth flow, that is why we love you. Stay blessed there, Juma. Oh, you know. Aquarius will see jail to force him. Master jail and fan will be a no more. A do court here the evidence near the Juma. Evidence. I've received laws in Africa don't affect politicians. Well, Ebanisen affecting politicians. You see, I think it's high time I'm more send this and this message and you stop that. The same party who said I took force and more party who soldiers now support it. The same more party who soldiers no. And then I have to force into MPP no can. And MPP near Canada that one send by mom China Canada on can't the same party who soldiers you support blindly. Yeah, dear no. Yeah, dear no. Yeah, dear no. Indeed, yeah, baby, say yeah, and American unless yeah, my yes, yeah, there be so be a bonia. Let us know, say Nipano, I bonny, and one no. I brought away some message. I won't John or say, when Nanado was promising, did you say he can do? He said he has a vision. Now Mahama is promising to help Ghanaians. You are sitting there saying rubbish. Well, it's not up to me. Somebody check it. Nanado. Oh, Nanado promising. What did you also say? You were busy watching porn. What did you say? Because Vim Lady decided 17 people. Nanado can. What did you also say? Ghana belongs to every citizen. What did you also say? I want to hear a message or there by Joa. I just came across your program. Ajua, thank you so much. Also sending a message when you just came across the things. Your friends say, why is campaigning for idiots? You run to the country, but this and a man who American embassy. Why? Into Pebby, I can easily give you an invitation. Why? This and the bonnet. Why? I don't hate on anybody. Why? I know I'm wow. About DJ switch. The man who say brooch and a baby or not quite a brooch. Uncle Sia the number Wagano. You're quite a crown of the Babuagan on Ania. Who bet me the Ababe Children's Academy, Ghana. And therefore, Nita Abigail, so I'm on UK. What I don't hate. Oh, every Sunday be a Kanayama invitation. Now, so could be why. We are yeah, say be a Kojak or say, I've learned a lesson pa. If you are Ghana for one Casadi and Shedan Shia Nema Bibri in free Ghana history, no emu. I'm not here to appear. I'll say Ghanaians should suffer because politics we politicize everything and we follow all politicians. If you are Jaomo, na Omo Emre. Average, I see people were killed at the beach behind Osu Castle during every revolution. Well, the record I have now is station shooting range one on almost yes. I don't know about baby. I all kind of mum there. I just say Vim Lady. I just came across the program, and I must say I like the way you are explaining what's going on in Ghana. Keep doing the work that you're doing. Ajua, thank you so much. Why? So we'll come across the program. You decided to at least spend a minute to send us a message. Thank you very much. Aquarius, you see Angelo. Aquarius, stop doing that. Missy Jelly and fan will be a no to what I say, hang. I don't tell about see TUC the affair a full of asset intellectuals or find intellectual wisdom in your demo. Almost one or more year the omope. You I don't tell you so we should why should US government and the Europeans involve themselves in the election? This must stop. Bossu, involve him. every election, with the exception of 2020 elections, yeah, compare abroad so and they should fund our elections. I want to make them say Generation X, abroad are not involving themselves in our elections. We go and invite them. To come and support us in electoral education, come and support us in the printing of electoral materials, come and support us in training of electoral officers. We go and collect money. They don't need you. That is gold now. What house la World Bank $3 billion. They didn't come together. We went to collect the money. In fact, we went to beg for the money. We didn't even go to collect money. We went to beg for the money. Stephen Tufona, MPP has disappointed Ghanaians. I don't have no trust for John Mahama and in the NDC party because the alternative is really, really scary. In fact, I feel for Ghanaians. I've so no. It will Ghana, uni Ghana, utu, we be a country broke, country no broke. We day inside. What I say? It's anonly as some I can once a man. Lawrence Nana Opokwa Bedi, you see, Vim Lady, you are speaking the truth. A 7 on a Ghana for the why would him? Yem pet no crana ebe boy. Asari Jonas, and I see you okay, we'll be the idea attempt so go to any no. Up attend had the India attempt, so you can go and listen to attend you. Yeah, there one person can be here. Okay, because any nipano and what we do. Because Bible crack can see quaintain and nipa kakre bipe. Adi anya bia ya boni asem enko asem no nipa doso. Wo de omo mo hwe pono ne oyi omo mo ye chache bebre anyansafo na plan for Ghana kakra bi. So kakra bi any ebre yo. Ye bre because anyansafo no ye kakra bi and I said ya dwen wo from ye doso che anyansafo no. Iti ye bre na we continue to suffer. What I say now one nim them because if this your bogus NDC party who sold all in Commerce Factory and you feel ashamed to mention names. Okay, well, me about to say better TV so here. I really haven't had time to vote in any elections since he started. Every about to be here, giddy. What I say? Bingo say okay, well, also dear them we Nkolano no mo hwe pono no mo no mo ba no mo di atem no mo bibi na bone mo ntua school fees nti mo ni problem akwasi support if you're talking sense. There are useless people in NDC and MPP party who are going to use these useless people to face their grave. Okay, and no cannot see ye be use mo sa mo makwakoda asamado ma hwe ye beto aba na wie no na makwakoda asamado. People will go and for beya. Me say America State Department report is the 2020 elections. You started registration first week na ni petu awu. Enye o papa o, enye o maame. Say o papa kra wu kra na say na daka no kwakoda so na ne nko asamado a enka nko. But because of voter registration tin, wawu. Nyakopon hwe be hwe no senka owu achi no senka baby court bi o hon ma edi asama nka hwe be hwe no. Hwe be hwe no. Say we di abato achi ama wako akoku ho asemo yo enti eno ne asem no nti wo de whether we are making sense or not adwene na da ochimre is the best. Yeah, said asema make on hanyansa anima wo de da ochimno is the best. Use one and decide where you will take Ghana to. That's the best. Godfred Ado was very sad that if you are the okay now I'm crying my eyes out. May God help us. Really, very good job, pa. Because Ghana not some no. This is just sad. Say Ghana, ye drew baby, ye drew say ya, and ne atitia pansam, and I say ya no basa. Everybody is doing unnecessary politics at MYing, but that is what people also like. Majestic, I say, tell us your source of the close politics. But you can hear Imani report. Imani report on me, no. MPP was ahead of NDC 1%. And now last week, any copy crime saying. There be for what research or more so the margin was very close, not by 1 digit pay. And by the NDC was slightly ahead of MPP. So the margin has always been close. University of Ghana, Dr. Don Femo, political science department, the margin is also close. I'm ready. Why ready? Obi yatiani because you have read. For no more doors, and my bet no doors. Bimpe, Bimpe, the message or Sunday, or say if you're good evening here in Germany, you're doing a good job. Yes, yeah, help. Aquarius, the Amazon, Baubiana, names or person or campaign mano. Itiano, no, and I'm saying, we didn't say, Adishamu Samosi Mahama is leading everywhere in the post. Okay. Until no so near no there, but so no post or no anymore. Mahama is leading. Abrati always to say Dr. Baumia is God given and no one Ghana for per period. Only will be a major watching it. Will be a so. And I Richard said dollar no crown. Dollar or no dollar. We don't want Mahama. And I make a party food soldiers no. Omo de mo fa hon say dollar or dear you omo de form home. My imagine so me a food soldiers no. Omo de said omo fanatics. Into omo share some of the issues are what we are floating boat and now we are jadi no me adiano ocean. They don't care about those ones. What we are jadi no. When I want 50 idea, when I will check Sanya mana, we just Sanya money na, you know, that who is leading, who is not leading, what's the inflation saying, doom so costo, government policies. Yeah, what they want out here, no. So then you premise all your decisions on that. What I say, Lawrence, Nana for your bed, you know, say if you are everywhere no cool. Aye, and they're true, everywhere no cool. At the end and you cry, boy, Nayas, and yes, or say. And now, sorry, $17. I'm 17. But I'm say, NBC MPP for die hard for the dollar and baby and I'm from. A jelly phone was so kind or kind senior the omodia. $1 and here. Omodia, they don't care. They don't need to vote for anybody. What I say, Omono the Omojina or man, and they said the Omano Coso. It also bet me and also watch the issues. No, baby, I'll person in our corner. You can use the link and I'm there to use the link and share your visual. Let me show you this one. And just some of the few constituencies. I think this is it Greater Accra region? Okay, this is Greater Accra region, but me person make sure exactly which region. Osha Greater Accra region, I'm not make sure no. The last election I 2020 no. What they have do green. All the green areas are NDC. All the green areas NDC. Blue areas no MPP. And this trend will follow the same thing in 2024. Yeah. This trend will follow the same thing in Greater Accra region. NDC will win Greater Accra region in the next election. And yes, if you are MPP, more penocre. Me see on I think election night, many Dr. Donfe near UTV. On election night, yet Monday, but Sunday no, yes, repeat Monday morning. And the whole evening, many Dr. Donfe research and Dr. Donfe no we were discussing it. Oh, MPP lose this area. Oh, this area man here. This area. The attempts when the results came, this is exactly what the results showed. NDC was more green. Accra was more green for NDC than MPP. Meanwhile, in 2016, Accra was more blue for MPP. Into what changed? It is a journalist. You can't say no more into now my imagine somebody I would be atem did ya catch him say who did atem yada cry look at Greater Accra region. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. In 2016, Greater Accra region was blue for MPP, 52.4%. NDC lose Greater Accra region in 2016. It before sending message obedi obi atam no find out. And then NDC lose Greater Accra region in 2016, but 2029 NDC are winning in Greater Accra region. Now MPP Momo winning here with 52%. No. MPP for Moma lose in Greater Accra region with 48.1%. Where analysis and ye did the attempt. And I'll be do obi atem. Ye can went ya. Ye can went ya. Obi na can. I am for Jena because ye can went ya. Debi now be. And try my results name Bansan or Abekase Muyanka. Na I pinso said it than latte can I pinso. Afro mind inspired the message I send ya Babana Banda Meba hosts here. The message I was sending about is here. I know see if ya a MPP government. I see MPP government is providing bold solution. Forget about the dead goat mama. It is possible, but Omiana Nebeba in 2024. What do you know? Need a vote and a battery. And Samuel Roxy, no say Ghana doesn't have their own destiny. Ghana doesn't have their own destiny. Joseph Hinson, I say advise them to forget about NDC. They have been there for several years. Uncle Siaga, and I be for Beba. Me Baba be kind of messages no. And they are coming in. Banda Mama, good evening, Akwaba.
Yeah, good evening, Afia. Budget to say.
Microphone, where do you know?
What's the
What do you microphone?
Mindumino, what's menka?
Still, who use your phone and I use your laptop?
Me use your phone.
Phone. And maybe do not restart him. I don't know, but all the earpiece I show was one because sometimes earpiece into me, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And yes, I earpiece no. I do my phone na starting be do my phone na starting why and the banana or prayer chair na issues of course so Ghana so he's very excited about sharing his mind about the Ekoso of Ghana and Majestic as Vim Lady go to Ghana and feel the heat but mimi kunu abroche opa be to me I am come up and ablekuma abakuma wo where's where asem me 20 years ago nyana me took an kobasa. When you money bread, yo, yeah, the Ghana colay. Oh, money bread, yeah, papa. Me too, quiet, me too, basa, Vim Lady Quabro Chica Crabia, go to Ghana and few days. What out to ticket, mammy, and Yama, you're John. Ne John in Quasi Assembly did not go to Ghana and few days. Chatuna, and senior the dog on a can as I own boys missing Gumenu, mamma, I need to me do benum, coco. So I'm not ticket, mammy, you take it here. Because you are some quite. Obi Kuru Abroche, no other fan, I didn't another name about Broche. Jenny John. Jimmy San, Colangola, Musha Ponos, and my Bedina, Jimmy, a Kagana, Sama, Monuning Hana, Jimmy, also Petogo Visacra. On Ghana member invitation now found go heavy. Because yourselves are my baby, Jimmy, Jenny John. And I go to Ghana a few days. Because yourself, more politicians now, more they. Omu tu kwan ya track first class momo ya momo per diem any ade kwaso mu kro mu tu kwan ko ba kwase akwa mama mi medi watem ti say dey angovo ni bidi atem kwase akwa obi kunu akwa ne de ne kwa abroja atina go to Ghana every day kwase a won auto ticket mo obi nonsense we ya kwa mi buabu nzamfu akwa kwasa akwa media for mu tu kwan ko ba make amini aba na ba na mama bro this week na me say Dubai was a baby sa o chile Shatawali ni Stone Boy mu na ya na America ni Stone Boy movie London eba Ghana mo de mu Jimmy esa mo ya no ma obi ayi na mbe ko wari na otu kru nkofa we ye ne John I say we the Majestic edi no kwa umfa edi no nya adwuma Jimmy esa no aba be Jimmy esa mo je pons no mo se mo num tramo was edi yo na mo ba na mo ba be Jimmy esa ba be che ya asem we bana mama bufu bana abroche bosi ko mu de obi ko baby a enti kasa na ye beka Ghana no che se wo Ghana na ye nkasa ye wo Ghana so ye kasa mu di atem utu kwa enti ye se ye nko he mo agiama eno Kini Jonas anya abroche no ti no fire de bia no adam ka che so ngo Ghana obi na we see a global village it doesn't matter baby obi wo owo he kra di sika wo Ghana cause o crab box back on o the bag Ghana ya do duty they bia say hunu san kwala nkete you started the social security now who bought diapers munja tramon no na mo focus but now I am microphone na ye juma but good evening oh still out oh I don't know what you say o laptop no on my for laptop no mo connect oda me also join here to oda me ma on fa ode no enye yi o da kakra meko mo se mo mpa abroche na meko Senegal na me ko Dubai no makwakoye yi ho Miss I think 2016 elections make about elections no from America from New York from DC and from Europe 2012 elections so yeah make about elections no from Europe tu kwa dada no be tu kwa ba koye mo yama oh that's am granny and akoyo so cannot see Jimmy no do so dodo I'm telling you Jimmy no do so dodo baby obi ti there for obi ho is that yeah Sam okay mo se mo tin nkan ho okay almost your moto nkan looks like I'm say me mom na mental nkan so I don't know why it was like that you know me for another person so that I see why it's like that because it doesn't have to be like that you bet me so for link no join us and ye nyina ye bet me akasa na ya say the nsem ni nyina atie because at the end of the day in Ghana there ye nyina ye dia what I say Ghana no ye dia nti yen na wose kasa e ma Ghana no so wan kasa otu wa ye yiwe iboni nti o se etumi kasa na Ghana no man ko nanim no man so fa ne to ma pefra na after so man ye kese aye ama ye nyina we can't all sit on the fence mo Ghana fo yan ko fa nkasa mo ye no mo nkasa so amusigbo o hene Emmanuel, I see you until me connect you very soon. But mama, good evening. I call Babium. And I'm going for link. Aha, I feel the eba. What is saying?
What's my God?
Me too, Kappa. So here.
Good evening, Sister Fia. But to say,
I don't know. My auntie.
yo, Yami, I didn't say, oh, yeah. Yami, I don't know. Me too, can I want to me?
Aye, me too, me who I know many aje.
But also, fire uncle for no, I don't know. Every more umbrella on me again because it's more so this one.
Eh, yeah, still more. You crew no dear, What would the anti politicians and that day? And I didn't know idea, you man. I me ya. Because I make and for State Department for report of what say. You throw in 2020, yeah. Yeah, no baby, I can't any pay to. Why is it that mom chrome one my own friend?
The first German no cologne.
Now, I talk about how my Mohono Obia Wuda.
Debbie, why do you cry the top of Claudia? Almost a top, but some come she.
Aha.
You didn't see that. And next week, quiet to about but we bring
Next week, I'm going to about Mohono.
European Parliament.
Oh, okay, European Parliament, EU Parliament, yes. Because some we okay. Only board doing the here who are Juma obey and rent obetia, taxes, kakrani idea obetia, no, during other things, no. The man to me tell I or registration, yeah, I can find same baby, but let me take your mind about it. Meet your banda registration exercise.
Registration now, yeah, sometimes in Chelsea because I didn't know what's a maybe a science too. I never comment here and say, I didn't know what's a registration and the boaching cool. I didn't know simple to say, when you're 18 years, automatically you'll be informed. Say, I some 2 months relations. Then you receive some letter or notification say when 18 years are well qualified to serve to. So me say avoid animal now because apart from say a canna and when your phone one of the agents you have to one it's a waste of working hours. Once they say about 2 hours is still yes I believe now about to do our town position for 7-8 years into one hope now until electoral commission may sure say that's right now so much in a year. And this attention of at the end of the day, 2-3 days upon they are taking you can only 3 days. I was spending almost 4 good years only talk election registration and go for basing go for from constituency to Manchester. So a lot of costs and also electoral commission may sure Ghana Parliament no I say also my NCC electoral commission. You go more very strict. Electoral commission only option they have. It's not independent, but they are working within the laws of Ghana. So, but as a more free hands, and the first animal, sure say on and I also Ghana for so sometimes they are not why you can't be in the basa because some quack to about and I said what 18 years now what the 18 so there's no problem you just go and register but as a politician I can almost you go say we go find the chaba but also some and as a parent and move some jam about registration agents you'll be a time once you register because you see we are going digital world. Register members of 16 years and also 14 years no register. And obey a 4 more years because obeying 56 years now according to doctor no 16 years also compassion. To know compassion at a very early age and sorry, when you're 64 years that's the way because for age no the be account. And there's no advantage in rushing to. So,
okay, my 2 point I say I think that last time and for baby so may the same suggestion yeah okay. Say beya and can akola di 18 years na naka onya notification to say them approach you on no because they say I picky data it makes it into all data na they send you notifications akola no di 18 And also I call electoral commission district officer bemo. Area bia so community bia mutim bia electoral commission officer na kama kwa register. Me a service kana ya de be yes na de bia na commotion confusion ya one second idea is completely unnecessary. I get your point. I get your point pa.
And then sure self here who see who are very powerful platform because my organ and let me follow because you're not only talking about politics. Sometimes the people think you are focused because there was the last time that was around St. Martin, but that was before atomic time. NHI's the call from Duma Mofi okay.
Yes, I issue yeah. Yeah, the course no yeah.
Because when say a DBS who is very critical important for development. Who do focus for that? Sometimes once a more independent, sometimes the people try to put some political color on you in order to, but they show. I want to encourage you to continue because it shows that when you discover some of these topics, you are able to bring it to discuss. Say we discuss.
Okay.
It shows that it's hard now. Election ready. They want to read. They more want to say they're open. After that, maybe we have to begin the discussion about registration.
Okay.
Because they are paid a quantity and first they were a very unnecessary say no I didn't.
It's true, a very unnecessary, and needless death. And yeah, who I was about. On your go palm where Sassy and Rabat was some be
if you are seeing Yankopon and Yankopon small baby. One I will open and I walk on the walk. See, the sour saying, I do not about to obi obey be another day. Then open the baby. Say, Mamma, after the election, maybe also discussing it, pushing forward. Maybe we were able to break through and then the ambassadors are unnecessary politics now, no more moral and such and could be a two. I say, they're two, but now won't come on. Who say a trouble? Sometimes for a moment, talk about a more mere qualified crowds are corner. One as why as you were.
That's why I see your company.
No bow, no box, when you say, Uncle Trava.
Mamina was a banner, and now I can. That's why I should cry. Mamina was a baby. I'm going to no more. You might do more couldn't more. Ibrahim, for good evening.
Good evening, Sister Fia.
But what say?
Pacho, you and also.
Adumara, but you ain't you.
Me chair what tea for any Ghana for or you are bringing a social problem. Be a thing say a brasso say Yempaqua Bisona, Sanima were soon chat because whom he has said about 20 Yebo be say kind, Yebo be a bar and answer Sabio, or be could have a for my day. I heard an enquire. It doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, we are just trying to find a job for somebody's father. What sense does it make? So now, and some way, you know, you do have been like a man for say too much political. It is not about being too much political. Where Ghana card, a identification, a authentic. Okay, and yet Nipana and a bit to me Ghana card, a bra, Sabio. Yenye sure so mo ye Ghana for. Enti se ye bekaya sabio easy e de mraba asenka yemfa Ghana card nkwa na enkoye den enko register. Okay.
When you mra suggestion I adwenture.
Ya adwene ba asenka yemfa Ghana card nkwa na enko register. Say asem we yete ase a nka think say all these programs no nka emma te asem ba kon pese me nka mfa ho. Oh abrochira bato. We don't do any voting registration. Who I didn't ekita no. Uko duru ba bia yeto aba no na wo de kire na yehu say you are beyond the age of 18. You have the right to vote.
So data no order that me boy.
Yeah, the data is there working. And to ukona ukita YD card. Now YD card no prove say you have 18 years and even 1 second. You have the right to vote. This way in the system now, we have to get to a point here. It was said the digital world and then drive with the whole world. No, yantia se implement it. Ghana maimu. Oh, and yet the biana and this if we go so any per free baabi na omo de omo aba na MPP fo akoso nipa firi baabi na ye de omo aba se mo register na mo nye se sika se oke nipa we kura no many reference a kire se nipa na ye Ghana ni se mema na register na ya twema. What sense does it make?
Yeah.
Huh? What sense does it make? At the end of the day, either you like it or not, one of these leaders will come and rule the country. But the entire was saying, "Kum ye once and ya mo be a bedianso." Sister, I would say a waste of human resources, and at the same time, even waste of money. Say every 4 years, be a EC, a office to register people's name. A waste of capital, a waste of money. I was said, Mpempenso na ye duruno. Yama Ghana card and made the only authentic document in Ghana.
But Uji Tum say at the time na nkofo because of more makwan na nyo bia na enya Ghana card ni bi. And Ghana card no so na ebinum so suspicions so say ebi mu so abewure mu a because the Ghana card ye the foreigners so ye ma Ghana card.
Sister Dabi Antoba say don't twist the situation. Ghana card.
Me more me twist it. Me busa question I me twist it. The question say the concern of others no.
A lack of knowledge. I mentioned the entire lack of knowledge. Voting is a right of a citizen. In the Ghana card and also when you are a citizen, it is written a citizen. When you are yeah, but you are not written. It's not written. Say we are citizen.
Agreed, but at the time our mama complained. This is the question. Me busa was asking me moment to the question. No, the concern of NDC for at the time. No bia na nensa kan Ghana card. Besi ne. And no bia kran na nensa kan Ghana card. Into your kasi unfair no nya. There will be challenges. So that is why they said, "Say mama find answer." Until say ye beko iPad. Go Ghana about when you back for when you isi nkwa. Until no more iPad no. To to adwene obi aka ho. Na muji tu mu ansa mama ko. Say that adwenche no so enyansa wo mana.
No, I to assume that some now work and to assume because that was a timer. Na ye nyanye card no obi anya bi said ye wo ken kura pono up to now. Enipa no kura bi enya bi. Now sister, I just want to ask you one question. Okay, I say ye twetwe din ana amanfo so sabotage say people should not go and register. Do you remember? In this modern world, yet Ghana, a brochura yeti, or Knaman, or bodom, identity. Now, on Maya, ye chichire, we want to create identity for each citizen. Any problem said, Abi, Mamon Koye. You see, so this is where we come to the point, say, I think, say, any panic binum what that feeling say you keep you on, now you live that kind of jungle life now. Some people will have the right to do wrong things or to manipulate the system. But yet the light it will become difficult to do their massaging political one strategy to win or to have vote. And me person mean say I think that this time no be yenina duru be yakwa duru no. Any kwan so ye Ghana ni ba wo jaima political party mom na chiro what is wrong or right. Let's all start reasoning. Se politician be kan asem chire wa man ye ne se ofiri mi kurom okoma asore osom mesom ana se bi asabi o ka mi kurom kasa. Asem no obeka no wan kasa tenase na way the value in what the person is saying. Because yes, every politician, their aim, every politician, the aim they say obey power, either by good ways or by
bad ways.
It is we the citizens that we can wage the weight of informations and promises and some number catching no na ye choose who to do or who to lead us or who to manage our affairs. Because sister told the biana yase sabio first me ya bunu ni o me free ayi drobo first nanka metumi ayi akodi awu e wo sampa na me di America na madwana be shakra police in Ishamia, I'm angel, may angel. Nothing shows Sebia my deep bonnet ewohano. This issue of identification and answer for these are the ways to go because we will have a data, all the informations about each citizen. So, Sanyama way in a yenebia, you will nipa binumoha, and I'm so used to this violence and tensions in polling stations, Said that actually be a election about being a police in who say nipa. As soon as he put his name in the data, it will come out to say these people are those who cause violence in the station, and they will not allow you even to go close to that place. You see, so it is about trying at least to focus on the systems. I think
the one Ghana kaka at least na make us Ghana card. Mama cried time no more you more because President Kufuor time went on almost 30 years. I think 2006.
Yeah, they did.
2 years. President Kufuor almost 30 up. No more the Professor Tefa 2 years. Professor Tefa did well, but President Kufuor call here crying this by. They also did one no more for Professor Dumo. Come now Dumo Papa.
Yeah,
but
their own. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to cut people.
Well, I need politics now, yeah, but I'm just telling you the facts. They've all shown some kind of commitment to digitization, so it's good.
The interest of doing it, but sometimes I was saying
they've done it. And you 100% successful. For instance, President Mahama times it wasn't 100% successful, but at least they did well because I'm a resource here. I know say Professor Tefamo system, I'm gonna try so much changing because Professor Tefamo system no me data be almost 5 fingerprints. But Professor Dumomo the anbo yes almost pick 10 fingerprints because nipa betimi asesa. So they wanted to pick 10. But my adwuma no na Professor Tefamo buy way to me deliver now. We have a full-blown database. I him say Ghana for say area where nipa dodo say na Ghana card dodo say that is good. You are not building on that, but you just politics now. That boy, I'm here focusing on some of these things.
That is my point where I wanted to make it because at the end of the day, and then everything in Ghana has turned into politics or partisan politics. Obia di bone a cannot not because he belongs to a party. That means he should leave the person alone. Obi can some ento asoma say bi o kire se ma me asama akoyi kan dia ye kese ye di so e be ha o man no the person would rather tell the asem na wo kan o yam pipini alentia o kan na ho asem. You see, we are trying to destroy ourselves just because of partisan interest. So
Rabba for mama no say dey now new anu makasa na ha adwene no unfortunately sa na ya besine and I make an Okovanda for years or yeah, Accra, man, I done it to Atlanta because I know Atlanta and I know what now. You did not tell me a pamono and then you have recorded by or Sacra, you only market to said work or clean her. Yes, I'm pet. I don't know. Openings, I'm in Pato. Good evening.
Sophia, good evening.
But also, where there?
Nyamiado, me hoyapa. Me da was say one my opportunity say me mature my drink kakra.
Yes, we are that's pa.
I'm say Ghana elections na ya no Ghana no problems be brave wo ho na I'm say I'm one say politicians no ayen hwe han matem bia ye beto aba nipa be brave prasa medwene ho a menti ase Chroma no ma ye we say no yeah, na yeah, citizens. Any woman, yes, citizens. Nyina you cry ID card back. Difference be any. US ha. Na ahano idea they identify say oh yes citizen say your chrome ha your birth certificate. And now ID card they identify say oh your one kasa wa wini. And na would it be register next what by a voter register? And na yanya citizen also so pass it through the process. Now obey citizen we are and I'll be court aqua swearing as a citizen. Courtroom no more package baby mouth. voter register eka ho wo ba fill no court ho na electoral commission for na gi every himself eno ano no wo gina so their register you don't need to go anywhere say voting register for office or here for na make kwa register omo gi wi out fie sa abo so man mail slip be their bro at your location abebe kwa vote time bia yeah halum no sanity 90 me ana first kran de bia na month bia enkrofo be citizen month bia you register as a voter na de tina Ghana de omo person be ne continuous na mo twanya ye be to aba omo so ye be restricted voters register medwin wa mentiase na manipa be prepra also omo bietum na obia obenya 18 bia no ho kan so obetima akwakọ register wa obi
omo America so omo wie mu I think ha no omo asuro omo ho ndc ni MPP for no ya bie mu to a
no na so obi be register ya ntro ne won mo maso so NPP ara so NDC ni
ana meka so omo ade omo crofo be ko ho akwa register I think no usuro inti na ama omo ya no my limited registration they say agent for yira ko
na so wo ko register so wo show birth certificate e just ampa ye wo Ghana ene wo ID card e crowd no omo gina so their register no
obani bebre ni birth certificate wo Ghana o jama free Ghana che bebre ni birth certificate wo Ghana bebre ni bi inti anu nti na ama ye dia na ya na be problem na this agent wo ama ye caveat say we need birth certificate unya identify mienu betimi abedi agire mu ama wo say asumesi ana wo benti ampa wo ye Ghana ni a wedi 18 no ma be san ya ma ni nyina ka ho
any politicians no o monya research na o mo tutu no ma yenya sa ade ne o mo yesa magana ka chiri dodo enya kra nye parliament for no mo hwe no mo nya sakrai no mo ya magana kachi
yo opani me na wase opani sabisi emfa broche de ni bimra yenye ntuma no na banda ba so no oka no ye je tuma once akola na di 18 no wako yenya afi ne yekobo nchenku ni ade na no video ba kwa me kire mu se registration exercise pa we say hey who be you onu na atwemfia kese yeah true
and I me say that the minister be ba obi a wona sekan
ya woni say ne boso sekan ne boso
wa she enim guase say
ya woni boso sekan just sad
areho
abani sa me na wase pa ne ye ma o eni adwuma brana na mama eyi de bia me kasa de we na nkofo so that na me ye brana na obaya good evening
Good evening, Javia na boko die.
Adum bajo so e.
Nyanko pardon boko.
Bajo menti o.
Your politicians na anu na M1 maga na enkoso. Ebia na ade na ebe favor wo mo no metime di ensim hunu no. Eno na emre bia no. Ompeso mo ye. Because democracy no mu kohwe firi baabi. Ejada do bi na ye na owo template ni da ho no. And don't so before so why no more ma on so nkofo ho to wo de bia do pese be favor wo no a wo say wo be som nipa no but ade na obi a wo be som no umumu aso pese wo wie nipa no ndi se wo be som nipa ne de a I was wo de som na eba emfa de a wo pese wo ye ma wo no afi nipa no sa emum ne be som eba sa na emwa because je na bi mu ka America for dey ni ye ha say you can high way ni nyina na say wo say wo yi krampo a say working visa mpo a ana say waba ni ama 2 years krampo na unye wura mu no anu no so afa afo to dem no abo electoral commission na aba no afele udin simple o feel
that is am wonder who you have at home ana
there be no what to them me say tell me back room me to them and I'm my phone I'm call electoral commission and I name more building date of birth we so what address so and two we are no send email say address na what in no if you center we ho na mre bia no obeto aba nti ebeka eya ma bia yebeto aba no mo de letter be fie ho say wo da so ti fie ho ana wo da so ti ho dia men reply as I say simple nti say yesua democracy na from ho dia de ka ho ebitima aboa yen ama no makọ iza ama yen no because ade eche bia obi di 18 years there be obi di 18 there be obi di 18 there be obi di 18 nti say ye twen say ye yi be de bie so na ye bie na ma abo ne ba na me so awofo na na me ya say wonim say oba eni 18 or 16 and also over 12 years na politician bia ba ma 100 Ghana cedi na do ba ma no so onfa enko register oba no na me say wa na da chen be hawo because eduru mre bi na ebia akwa no school school work no ni age ni different wo school ho na fe card no so a no that so the be no so age different na afi na cover problem abro nti no the moody politicians na chi no mo no epese mikum nya omo peninti no ukoton wo bada achi ana so wo ba da achi ekosesem bibia wo na be hawo nti wo sa awofo no Emma said in committee say me banna ono wadi 12 and 13 years na politician bi ni pese minkum nyanti no o pese me ba eda achi say no endia no o mmini hu say 100 Ghana e dey ma wo no e na odwene ho because some politician no on fa ne banna ono on 18 no enko register no because me say o this age no kwa ni school age different no we su kwa ebe ha no to no wonye ba wo ba no wo fa fanfu no bra beginim
eno anu aka no ba ya
ya fo no nto mutrim na omonhwe saa de en say mi unya oba anase bibi na nkoye itim de be de entokaba no nti mpanyifo no mohwe na se democracy na be yesua firi ye no ehun hyeseye no template nda ho omomfa so no mom magana ntimi mpija nti de be ameka se ye isa two cruise we MPP NDC na video wa because MPPC NDC ye kromfo MPP NDC so MPP ye kromfo nti sa kromfo mi ni se why na kromfo no we si we kromfo isa kromfo independent bi ba no be se no mem itimi ejina na Uganda itimi ejina
eno ndi na mmeto aba na mo so na ye asem no because abato nde bia ye to o magine say ho ya tu ya no beto Ofa Francis, good evening.
Oh, good evening, Sophia. Mbacho michieti fo nyina. Bacho sa ho ya de.
Dia ho ya na so e.
Anyame adom. We de me so me contribution kakra ne say abato ho nsamsam yi am say yempanifo nyina no. Omotena abrochire pen. Na menim dia omba abrochire ombesuaye. Because nka me ya say abrocho no mbetena ye no bin kwa besua de wa ha pa che degrees akese doctor professor wan ni nyina no che se menim so mo de asha de kam no mo atomo se de no besua because election no it shouldn't be bibia eso bi wu ho yeti abrocho Sefia no kura ni nyame anu ya nanse ya na to aba wa UK ha na UK ha no omo process ni se na ye nua na kiremu no wo efie bia nipa tim bia no afene so a na abram form na wankasa watro nipa dodo a ewo fie ha omudin
obani Francis say obi si embusa question de onua no munyina mo kan say Godfrey was able to say mo nyina mo kasa te say Ghana no kredi ho Ghana for na kasa amunu mo Ghana sa na mo kotna mo abroche eni no kre ye de sa pepe bi ba Ghana na say obi mfide on fele no papa oba feeling is any part 20 na openi winim unim say politician yet den yen kama for na be wi agum because a party winning
and if that be the case there because address system ni nyejuma ewe ye kurum address system na nyejuma ye kurum ni ntino on betumi ayen say on collect data no from schools. Because at least obiako school o fill form we age wo ho ena ensori no so on betumi collect data our your churches any organizations nipa ye adwuma wo bia so no ye betumi collect data no ewo ho enti no se ebasa at least So 30 million population.
They say it will be Ghana card into your database no.
But if you are Ghana card, you say you'll be on when you view.
And you'll be an OBS.
Even remote areas, no. Ghana remote areas, no. Or want to mean your card out now.
No, I want your baby will be remote areas. So go on district by district by district, even electoral areas. It's baby will be bedding Geomodiano. That is why I am far Ghana card into Abatisiano. Electoral commission cocaine. Omuka say a bay process. Yan kakra. Someone who say Ghana card, they buy and chair me boy.
Aye.
When you know I went, I was
saying,
I do more now, broaching a capture will be a answer.
But also, if you are going forward, we need to learn something differently. We need to learn something different. If you are, I see a share be before. Because your processor, your dear election is very bad. And yet, I feel be a nipple bewu. And as I say, a share be before. Even crown say, yen to mean trouble for no cry. At least no, yan kasa, yan sunny, and Mudiani, I drink a cry one. Yan fancy son, yama. Oh, now at least, sir, we ye know, we ye proud, we are always sick, ya boy, you know. Sanyamano a hajine. And in Tiaman Colano Crana, ye castle register, not Omuko, because me Bawa Ghana Siciano in 18. I will advise him or her not to go because study AC, a better than 18 when you're confident, so can register. So, into young part
of the reasons why I almost yet Sanyama way, one of them is the okay.
Yeah.
We have to scare people. So, some of you be an area honor. And why a party back strong good and the opponent betting me second idea. So that then call we call for man metro. It didn't hire taxes. I can't taxes no.
But are you good taxes? So,
and you good taxes, but politicians they are vote and fan who they are good taxes. The taxes are good and so Benya vote to be winning. Into what we are the opponent now, who strong good, no one man and we buano. So one man no call for one register no more winning.
And to me, I come over Biabano. Okay. Yeah. Me I come over Biabano. Me do manusino. The American in say it's about time 21st century. You share be before. Quite a first one. Yeah, near my voting and yet, my even in the national, you cry my dear Bonnie. Oh, what the cop just who rank it in the world stage? You're getting Bonnie. I say every election there should be, and yet into Medimanu no be trouble, but you should be before. This is your mother was it.
Open years, that's the baby, or see a be from room. But Francis, also the Francis Mebois.
If I try,
but you ain't deal.
it's the family child, and I was seeing my power over my Ghana. Because I didn't see America, Dako. So I hear your pencil in Chimbano. Never begin here from Sir Kaka make a phone. They be the Mekoswaka Sagana and Casano, or money free in Nipa Yembalu Nipa life. In Nipa life and Casani Yembalu. Sanke Balu Nipa life and Casano and Cabananka Yasano the Dada. Asma Yetiano Mayakin. The next year, and I say the next 4 years, the same issue here because into the Ghana no, like no solution. Ben, again is here. It's new solutions are fed. We the new solutions once na NCBM. Always be every year be ye trading ni payu ye trouble ni payu. Asam see at that time ne ubia beka we are so 1 week na etwam. Yen panu solution bia nti every year bia na ekoso 2 ye ka eye na imprempi ye na ye tu kwan ye ba ye so ana abuchie ni si eye na de be meka say uti Ghana na uti Kumasi ne Accra you think say Ghana bia ma savio ye nkura se bebre bi wonu ma even common network kra na bi ni honum nti say nipa what say kra no be den enya internet kra da ko online say or the kwa registration. It's time I was say your system no. It's the first last back can say 1 your building structure, your lighting system, your road system. Some of when na betimi ye ma fe de say a normal developer in Yama national development plan Inti se meti se omampani Mahama say oba be locate Accra and also oba be city oba be ye new city no. Sadi o se mon central for munya na mbisa ne se kwan ba so no be fa so aye. Ehin fa na okofesika no.
Omo ma ye fa nkonya no. Onji so ye MD ni journalist.
Etoda step ho. Sometimes mon central for no so mo ma ye di mo ho yawo. Sometimes mon central for ni bo no. Mona mo opportunity.
Of Francis, me can be bia me say. O de toilet asaba kwa any me kobusa mama say omo ma me nye. Me na me catch you. They will never do it. They never want to almost to man no. Omo pe wa obey propaganda mo to we the party ni. But then I was a party journalist or your party ni answer. Journalist is not supposed to be your party person. But that's what they want. They don't know. Until the age of mama bro for no mo ba bro che one man. Not journalist for CNN for any other tata omo. Because you know more fire it's sad.
Na enena no kwanya mianim na ye ka democracy na anything. Because an come central for no ye the answer mama mo na makobisa ma yen. Ti say the Mahama beka yi. Tabi omi ametemi enko mintimi no opportunity no. Enti ti say step yate ima ba ka choso go kusha Mahama bisane say anakusha baumia bisane say ne France na ode ban kwan ba so obefa so a obeye no. Na himfa ana okonye sika no like on chile say even for 20 years a crown say a down say a deal with maybe 20 years na be okay say 20 years na ndu na say free so a do obeba no kwan ba so no so befa so obeto aso sa no ma we no say mu bisa de mayen because enanu me hwe ye na obi ti say ye na ye ma me asrewusu ekotra wa unu akoma sante anim na ye bisa life of ho asem na
science
oh kuna ko video no na o black kwana santi bisa ne se time awoye we no press statement no you dum light also any dey just we common light like normal ana o black kwana santi bisa ne se na Mahama time na o say any dey dum so survey asa ya toda ministers no and I say pen for omubu ye say survey we that so 1970 na internet ni light ni wona na omo transcan sembia na eno ano na ye di achi no nse that so sa mre no ye besre na ho na me kasa to da me di mon central for no ya kaka se sa asman kai o black na santi bisa ni also bisa bi obo minister no suma o man answer
but yeah no osuna o kobusa kra e bedi na tem minister ya wo kan ya me ma kobusa question keka magya tie no woni me ya friend me boss say ya mompam Vim Lady free me na opani ade no ti abonte anhu se de tie ye kobusa Ghana for na wo busa question am omo no obukra na send message dey do atama betreten your mother obeyew obani ya brand eti onye obi adwuma mo Ghana for na ngene o magire fa because when you are asking the questions for the people umomu you become the collateral damage na ya jedian obani ya jedian
ana men safa we chat
na ya na brother izumre why
adwene today be able to say ya enkosi da ben
but me dem who show me new kwabna santi shoes ma I can tell you sometimes they are tired because sometimes to me be no kan adwene ye over come message na you do what am do ma no papa no ye be do who kwa nka wada obani nke ado ba ye magana ni the mama na ba very good evening
yeah good evening if you are saying
Adom na also over.
Yes, Adom about the weather and you know.
Na the weather you good, yeah.
Complain be any.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the as I mentioned my main clear idea because it will be during your submission, you know. Now you're comparison about Ghana for in Penifoni be a Dibonia. Full soldiers now come back to support maybe a more defending Nipano. And you made mention of Canada, Japan, normally I don't know. At first, I'm from in person they can't back talium.
Well, you Canada, Japan, Mrs. Supporters. No, yeah, interview. I don't know, said that now was what. Almost about me and my digitization jobs into your money, man. That was what I was.
Not my but I think I watched that video. Yeah, you know, opunimum no why you mean music no more, you know, can or niece as it can be.
Okay, the was about genocide case, supporters no mukodi, you know.
That was the
exactly.
example. Yeah,
And
that was the
in
example.
the case, when it comes to politics, they were trying
Yeah, but he made
silence.
comments on one kata later, Beji to me say some of them went too far. The point I was raising is that supporters the DH na ye wa of a Jerry supporter be and do it. Me a supporter be and do it.
Was here by sometimes no. Who's a better Musi? I like it. It's not me raising by because Obi Betty no fan in the wrong way.
I know the Kajuma no pennies and
the Vim Lady attempted. Sometimes I have to revisit the statement and then you address it the way it is. Now Obi at Nyantias, I say you didn't mean it that way. Yeah, young Koya so about electoral commission. I feel near woman say, say your problem pa ye face or Ghana no. You say a government in power by appointing electoral commissioner. I don't know this is a problem with you, but in the way, no, electoral commission institute is supposed to be independent, but they are not, and they can never be. NDC was not they were using Charlotte to say. Rollins time, no, you saw a Farijan. And
I think they appoint. What kind you so that would be misleading a little.
Okay, they appoint.
They
appoint. If government appoints the electoral commissioner now, it becomes so difficult. Man, nipana, yadena kosi science institution. I know say, Beshana bibia pepe yonkono. The mom. And last time I show you, be baso bekan. Say, sometimes police stations cry no. Party members no cry. Yakoso muze kojino ne kosha abaso. If young Kobe Bia was added until say electoral commission, you be jai the office now they run independent show by themselves. No government controlling them, no party telling them what to do. No Oma the Pepe you now mami we na min ko boa there like kaze Ghanaians and Kaza we are naturally bombarded. Ube jai independence they be we na bidam sumiasi near the man or not but still at least obey independent now. We, the citizen, can hold them accountability. So we can say, Ebian say, or Cratchy Becca or Kakamlas and Tiasemi, or your independent body as a journalist. But be a Oko fighter man in mind, a bisa question now, who tea Chiranka, who best support is a quabre. As them will be some Oko Bisa. The same people will turn around and come and blast Kamlas and it's one way or the other, you might do a diamo obia.
I had diamobia.
And then you're citizen. It's
diamobia.
Cratching the bus or making statement. I made the pa and I shook my head and said, "Oh, because I am now teacher. Felix Ghana beer to the stand." But Ghana me, sir. It's media station on the betting me at cancer no more boy and no more educated and classic for. Most of more can class for now who fight a man. As I saw Yanti as yet, no trying once you be do at them. It's in fact, Mojuman, I applaud you guys. Heading. And we have those who fight will be called them Pecretia as a theatre.
I not work. Like, I mean, I was one year I my jet number, baby, but you have to, when no be able to send him and say, no, I mean, but what's the whole family? No, almost how almost say, because of you, they be the subject of attack.
Right. And sometimes also you'll be
no, man,
you should be, adding the Bayana message to be ignore some of the comments.
I told you, I know my shot. I told you, I know I can't imagine.
I mean, who's ever be a cocaine announce reform. Why is it about I mean, free. One said, electoral commission, as I said last time, near a BVR machines here, right? And once a Marcus is you can't be. What is it? What is the media? Is a trend for crab?
May I follow up?
If you follow up, I applaud you. But can we say attack a also? Why? Who can't hear the Subusa obey? And yes, I be did what time to be transfer fire and grow for. You know, I gave this a man. Oh, fire! Oh, yeah.
Me come on to name fire and come.
Fire and connect was because I do know who do my team. Now keep going. And yes, I want to be they say, mostly, yeah, now no MPP for Yami Crawford. Share hospitals are yes, see, I can move. Yeah, just you on my fear. I go see Kaya for center. Kaya center, no so who's in the crowd. Yeah, come on, northern region. Accra is overpopulated. It's in I said, Mona Ubabe commissioner, yeah, you as a flag bearer now, oh, yeah, not now. Now, who they are born Crawford say, hey, Mususum rank crime, one try and a Musum.
Yeah, over Jerry, so one pass or Musi idea one crime. People will not go. Or depending on how would him up any.
Make us
they will never go.
That is I feel like I may bow. They bow.
They go see hospital. No, they say no one know. I think on himself. Any pan of hospital. I think or Pakra.
If you are 37 military hospital, near saying, can't choose or they matter 37 military hospital. Usiche so can that military hospital no was saying there. Of course, or Dr. Common was saying, but unfortunately, they were crying, you know.
But he also knows that he will say it will serve people better in Accra because Nipane Ubu Accra.
Oh, but
so it will reach a wider audience.
Exactly, it will reach a wider audience, right? And Kolebu, doctor no bed diagnosis or catch or say when you dialysis near they know. They are all in Accra, Kolebu Accra, 37 Accra, police hospital Accra. And of course, we see why a best service like you said. Now, say you can't say, should be a economy. Aqua could do Ukoka, ye babebo. If you are where they made a check MPP for campaign communicators, almost try about me a free gift. Economy, so percent dollar stable. If you are about America, one will see a forest bureau, baby. Name one forest bureau.
No, let me say skip over here, Holland.
It's all regulated by banks. It you know say who person who control dollar there. First of almost have the boss. As some who can see here. Say your leaders they don't have the boss, all because of voting numbers. It decision be on take be a who and Kanana Kufuado can last 6 months. Okay. This is the time where you take that action after all you are going. It would the 2 1 yam run it to a nipo beban. No, I bet twice. Yan fan send nipo by your zone and I don't know. That time if we have to freeze all forest bureaus. As now, Omuma Bank of Ghana and now say commercial banks, almost see platform of Kotoka International Airport. Any foreigner be obese to say Kromua. Uko South Africa is there. Uko Dubai is there. Usi free plane more if you go straight there at the airport. Na bank na sisa usikana mau. The bank regulate and control the dollar. And ya friend how about do Ghana and West Kotokan will be so be Chaloba Mammy saying also maybe any 16. Obi said Brabema 17.
Yeah,
it don't make sense. It is yes block aside nothing. Any foreign investor be over Ghana make sure say Okra dollar, let them change it and use the city to pay. Uko China, they don't eat almost $2, but they don't eat it in town. Chromo, all the pound sterling, but if you have you can buy pound sterling, kutamino. A bit as social me wallet to my big here. I can't even change it. Bank be a call move you. 18 is a man's airport. Now me yet travel free airport to pa. Did that no.
What about Jerry Maminasi?
Oh, okay. Come be the land you have. All right.
Good also fire, they are fire, sir. On one of good evening, Brother Francis Ibrahim. Good evening.
Good evening, Sister Fia.
Oh, yeah, dear.
Me so 2020. Say ye new register for voting.
Yes.
And then a preventive government say, sir, you young fan all the polling stations. Now yeah, they no once and for all. Now other some district offices away.
Simon Tiasse.
Say registration no more district offices, EC district offices be a war.
What any district offices? Was some selected polling stations. They are district offices.
Yeah. I didn't know moon be man wide. Send ye see to abano. So will be a access to it. No, I register.
Where you limited voter registration. Nti ya want the general one no mu bie o polling station bia no. And no more limited no more for because you capture obi that the voters register no. This one is limited because it's only for more. I feel no more the 18th and you be
yeah.
baby no ha. So what
and also ntina de ma bonne sikan wo ye bayo because ye biem say yeah. Obia anka and also cry within 1 month.
Yeah, because when you ye BM to me BM chese. I register obi adada. Because last election nipa 17 million 17.5.
Yeah.
And omo to abanti nipa obi adi wo mu dada. Into omo afen omo do a first saying 18 years, which is maybe 1 million 1 point something. Omo pe. And this no person odi omo ka. So and akoya asem no because obi enim says 1 million 2 million they bet me change about and one deal. And one deal.
Me say ba Ghana card and so. Ghana card and so sana no mo ye no and also ye the biometric in the ba yes Ashanti region for 1 month. And can say a BM sa te say 2020 there no. Ni timi register ni padodo ni nyina because no data no no prime man age cheating ne say we been the 18 years near the nakoram no nyina ba ana meka ye nanado ye mpeni for and I can say they should have the balls because nanado de ne 90 form say obia ye register upper men register o minim say menjin di say nko obi be doubt and I say obi
here now voter registration they need nanado nsem dey easy
Ghana ye Ghana card no
okay
because the amount of money omo pumping run Ghana card in up till now still people ebi mu nyanya omo dey register ya ma yenke de beto about this year aye you know yes I mine course wa boka nti ade ne ya ni aye ne preko ni abiem for 1 month call polling station baby o to aba na koye Ghana card from 18 years upwards nti ye wie ni nyina na adede aka na akoye den akosisi ye hospital because ye wo akra na e ho na ni asase de na awram and also beboama sa inaka we say emfa limited yine entokwa ni se kan wo yi ma o nti ye bende
and one a good question. You up to young citizens, then they ever catch a parliament because electoral commission, some of them run a year, you man, so if you parliament, see, I know the year, you man, parliament for they approve it. So I'm going to say, yes, son, not the be a con the end of Ghana card. I think you to a babu about him. Say, oh, yes, Roya, and this is Roy MPP, and this is Roy NDC, Obi, it's almost to me agree to have Ghana card. No. It's only I know we are stuck because where we are in fact and yes only I go so we are no where we are no we don't know we are all stuck. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
The last one limited registration your moye so moye the district offices constituency BM enti se meme constituency amewo ya Kwabri East na Mampontin omoye registration ba metuma ba wo fawade enti se me koye na meden hu se me polling station ni hanom na abato ni dra mekwa akoto aba wa ha na se
e bi sa wo ye to aba last election o tu bia wonim baby a polling station wo
me new afena ma register
okay so afena register normally we register mo kire every polling station bia will code o ID ne so enti normally we show where you know so but unim na busa omo register na they show you a code no polling station cro because your community to be about area no more schools bear for schools now for them we need a polling station so they will show you area code no na udi ne that so number na voter ID card no so need you represent something. The first 2 digits don't represent a polling station, no. And now the account also ID. The Cambo man voter ID. Usually they will tell you. Because numbers. And now I'm baby and check and see a bedu abato no. Obeko I said they won't talk about her.
Yeah, yes,
About the next
where you have to be, no,
exactly. Because also who answer elections now. Because o card no area now beto no code no so and I want so who no so code so also. So nti kwa
so no mun bie mu na Ghana card no bia ntimi register esa ebema se kantwetwe ne basa de bia besi se ye be ye a to atwa na Ghana yi yen so ya fa yen to ma fra na de keka ko yi de
me no ya adwen kwa briefo say here your roads nti omo me na be ya be ka your road no asem. Because next 2 weeks, I say I can road. There was all banner I can road. No, so I'm quite on my send on about but your next 2 weeks, my mentor can go. If I say fire road, what is see actually?
Oh, and easy.
See actually, me road. They are not a cottage man. Into more yet, so I'm on go to me the bear for hours.
Oh, Meduma about Johnson.
I know maybe I come grown up book for me. I mean, no, I said, Monya for Yanko shall be brave, so I join here. Obani Garcia Francis, good evening. But I was up on way, most and no more title.
I want it to Roger. Electoral commission, or moon sense some too much. When him said, yeah, how kakra, the Biami can say. Omo would dream of mine, or Yana minimo. So say, a crew had way one me. I have a chance. Ubi or man about you say good hanum. Yeah, identify and say, well, intelligent and wash a basement that pew grab my feet. There's a review of shadow is like a crew. So, Omunyana is thinking for the country. I'm talking about UK. So, Sandy Pano Unhuno Abontin that more basement, they don't come anywhere. It's the Omuna Junima of mine. And to say, who the infant say MPP ni NDC crana. I didn't know both parties now we are bigger parties. Omun create intelligent people underground. Now Omun Junima Omu. So, send a baya who be 8 years now. What you mean develop kakra? So, but I didn't know, Anka, baby, I had oh yeah, limited registration. As I know who the machine akwesi district be na 7 grassy for no always car or over car they have been registered there. So they don't think about all this. It's about BB Basa. Just say, I won't say, will be a to Krum baby, onya registered being registered because our first car, bear 50 cities, that's what the car in and out, no have register. About him, my office over about my so because the office.
But the good thing is that normally your polling station, you know, won't croning in
yeah, but the me can say what
could be an alpha car, yeah, not been bang.
Because
I limited the pen almost said, but normally the normal polling station there ben will be
yeah, but then and yes, I know because of you are just on fire, you abobo ya or whatever. And yeah, Jinis Kano is taking a lot of risk. Oh, say, obey I'm ramming everyone and son of a barber register. Come on, yeah.
Make us open it and shut down to Sawa Ghana. The way a Ghana system is a polling station be our Caribbean. Every village. Why you so be as a didn't in a crown as an nipa was a crown or moon rule a big crab 50. Because normally it's a nipa who do 50 and there's a polling station there. And yes, I be at the next town. And usually the next town so a walking distance.
Okay.
Baby, I met who to rare. And I met who be beside our padding channel boss area. And I'm change you no matter the next time. No matter what chro mudi. And open a man who be beside. I think a paga they have some.
Bibisa no sabi. I didn't know I'm sorry. I didn't know I'm far. Others are creative. Your friend is saying transport. Emma almost but I don't know who can the other opposition leaders because no who boy normal be vote to amount me boy. So what you say?
Yeah, party for no yeah, baby I na modern call for the next town. I party NDC near before no. No yeah. But you they want my polling station, my expanding no. To normally village be our polling station. I just said any do a village or non drew. They said they make a moon drew bear 20. But normally every village be
but to be kofa car no about come on yeah. But maybe the me patcher and say the Biami can of Ghana for pet survey and yansafo engu them. No moon you ma mine because yeah, Tiano, me say my bro. We Ghana, yeah, and go out, tell me back, I got now. So I tell you, but what be faka free? Accra, Kumasi. Now, we met Kroma Road for over 30 years. Now, say, Kumi there. I don't want to be part of that world. So, Metna mi Kromo, yeah, and I'm a trammy baby. No, me call Ghana every sometimes maybe we are 6 months be here. But then me partner say, yeah, I tell her my channel. Oh, yeah, June nipa enkwa ho. So what I say, but Ghana and penifo no obi en ho odwen nipa nkwa ho. Obi en ho. I'm telling you, obi also odwen obi ho no. I didn't think say o hihye ade a utim say ade anything me call wrong. Na one certain commission say bia mo hwehwem. Now the results are bro as a leader. Untimi implemented there. Then I mean, where are we going? Yeah, quite far. So what you say? We have a lot of things to do.
I know we do, pa. We have a lot of things to do, pa. Opening Nana, good evening.
Couldn't but you say,
Adam Nazo.
But it is the second time you feel now.
That's it.
Driving on me free why not Ukuma to now but I'm fine.
Okay.
Free America, I'm okay. Me driving, so
okay. But when I'm here, when I'm Provenso.
Right now I'm in
Indiana. Who drive a truck now?
Aye.
That's all yes, you can you. Truck drivers in the move, you make a lot of money. You make like $350,000 a year.
What was it? Yeah, they.
You making like $300,000, $350,000 a year.
Hey.
Oh, you make. Remember, say the truth and shame the devil.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe some people make that. I don't. So I don't. Maybe I think this is the second time I feel, but first time I feel na me no kasa na I think say asema me kan you know anya with the papa and you know
oh David I am down I mean kaipo I don't remember
I know say one kai me start go be kai
okay and started
papa you crack kasa say ai tire say by ontimi enye oni say kuku draw no a ye de beka o de beka de so ka no because you say bibini ni nyansa ye de bu man
I know the anya me there. I know the anya me there. I know the anya me there because you know me no nyina ye before.
So me catch it say me can say bibini nyansa o. Me see bibini ni nyansa ye di bu man. There's a difference between them. What do you
now Obama no nye bibini.
Me catch you say structures ya two structures that as you want dada. He just come and follow the structures. You know the woman with advisors around him. Madam, yeah, to me, especially West Africa, yeah, to me, Buma. No name the entire Ghana, the areas I know. One, yeah, the intro and a TT. Yeah, the intro the TT. Oh, Obi, I then Obi work Ghana, ya man opinion. On to me, yeah, the Jume, ne so the if you are maybe a gin or you and now, maybe a man. I didn't hear.
So you might be position to me near the money, but you and I know I had money.
I didn't hear.
And the mini answer no.
Your honor, opening be your man, opening be your money post to be an Bibisana. Maybe an a Jumamu or no baby Bonnie and Nanny say any penny dinner, not a bush of Freno, and now we're Freno. Oh, Umami or no. Ninia ba any asimasi on the year, man, and one year semi now, which money in Ako. But more than I won't be in a movie of Bakum. The American semi work at Chesema.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
A beginning, Yadia could draw a debut. Papa be a friend, Jerry, or can't send me about forest money forest no sky system of Ghana no ni bank no o catch obibi about America madam say ya bibi sa office anka say dollars in bu Ghana this year be forest bureau no be at Mrs. Sanska obi na mokola ana tukte no tokte or whatever they call that place no be obi Sanska office dollar no be coin fa.
And also supporting the same banners have a forex bureau for.
Of course, the banks have to do that. The banks have to do that. Said you can not me for the UK scans to be used. You have to go to the bank and the bank will change and give you dollars. Madam, you to me, woman. Why?
And the Ghana need the whole writing of saying
Oh, yeah, oh, madam, and yes, I'm writing, madam. I mean, share me the what? Yeah, Ghana. I successful. I mean, yeah, they be accident about dollar council. And the thing still happen. Uti Ghana no uti free tema. Make catch your assembly. Maybe so assembly ku pen me jaw. Ni yet me the car and I be the van minivan back Ghana. Ye the back Ghana ni the party free airport. Ni ye year no we car seat ni in free. No one can sack up within the car seat ekum. Without seat belt. Or register car no so no register man no parking comfort to see a sardine. Ye kosa ni ye konya see the term pam. Yes, to Kono, a register Saka no mano. Sebi, Borino year car no or this seat belt no, because a Bruno Quasia. And we are still doing that.
You have a point.
And we are still doing that. So why don't we say, okay, all the car over and crab out on the seat to do more? Fine, we better be the seat at Shem. Then before they register for you, no, this type of seat or division. So car over and better me for any part 10, any part 20. Won't mean more than that. With the seat belt, what with the seat belt? Who jeans I look them and say, you will young son, you people mind, you drink of one. Yes, your judge Musa near your parking of work will come near young say, your BD you see the near the sequence, the sequence, no speed, a driver two break and uncle for you know, accident, who are no be able. You become with or China, as I be the same thing. It's short to be taught one place. You become one same as our nation and did the same thing happen. I mean, so and you tell me that we can be the country.
Well, I think you have a very valid point, because we keep repeating the same thing and then about back to square one. No long-term solution. Abani Aduchum, good evening. Abani, okay. Mbachana menton kaban to kasite. Good evening.
Good evening, mommy. Now I want to say you great.
Adomo now so and I am on packet. I'm Miss Roma Mo.
Well, we have now to make a Partisan here. Do me sooner and send me the Afro.
Okay.
If you are, and you ready, what fire, sir, Jenny for the house. Our boys now, Muba. Dia Temsano. I just said, I don't know what is wrong with them. As someone who can, no, I am so from 1992, no, and here, Bunkro for and sign a democracy near starting.
Oman Hubi.
And then no about so now I have for no, or move says sanity. But encro for a call your democracy or Ghana. A bin more abre. That don't me, Timmy Papa Koomson. Nancy, I say, what you mean, man, you may be a cause or no any party was already here. But me, Fenny, I will call a course. That time 1992 voter reading. Now, won't you mean call MPP near? Won't you mean call voter reading? Now, won't call your campaign. And ne Hobson na oya na yemi percent kaminyano nanka ye kasa 101 the ababi anko on
send your number mommy me send them man no afro
me send it me friend no and na your friend is say ye nua Paul
Boating
oye madam for pa oye madam for pa also me sami pa adwuma enti ya me de me number be ma na o dia fam
I just send it to private to any so send them the be man no afro
Paul say bia me can say what me kan duchimu pa
yeah sure to nkan
na if you unim registration here ko so nyina ye ho hi ha nyina no eye kro no Ghana for the two political parties ni nyina no eye kro no go bia pese owiam senya kro no a enka akola onya 18 years ubetimi akoso na nsa se won konko register to me that because obia person o wini but the good policies any the programs I say what the 2 1 ma enipa ji wudi na nke to abama no to me fa maya ebe dance na aba no nya wadwen se obewiem enti no say etimi gitum say a good policies and programs and as ye de to abadia enkasa registration obinya 18 obinya 17 na yakofa no ne ye na kwa register nka ni nyina nka e masa so ohunu but Ghana no ase ya ye so greedy say abani hook or crook as I see ye de ye wiem na meba power but o yes anso so enya adwuma parliamentarians omutimi ko shipun crofo from other electoral area no mo de omaba what be ye parliamentarian na wonim say wo ye adwuma papa won konkofo obi ma ne beto aba ma wa wo electoral area no omo na beto aba ma so ahunu enti de ekoso yi a yesi ya wo obi sikan yi a sebi kotro wudi a eno so no ye wo sikan
wo be na wo
because eye kro no wo betena ho no no bedwa wanum wantimi anye ne esesa wo ye enti ye ba beto aba no wonim se de ati bia no wo be lusu enti no so yes ade a ne so man no kra no ompe ni yi so ahunu ompe o man yi so wo ba ye ne so be ye bibi e fata at least wo kono ye beto amasen ade ama obi mu so but Ghana no ase de obi aba beka bia no no account ho no mo ye improve no ye nye investigation asem na wo kan crop no sabi de wo ba ya na wo man intro obi to on on bisa mu on hwehwe mu na wo di atem na de dia say o di atem asem na wo kan so eye no kre so no enti sometimes no I sit down say me nim solution ku asese ye de masa na ma no but ye be kan see the why programs here ye tie ya ye support we no ye be gu so aka adanu na me ka kire obi me see yes ghost names oh omumo ye nsam ma yes ye ghost name asum wo yi ghost name fi mu enti solution wo ho no mo ntimi mfa ni say obi a punch in and punch out machine be
exactly
sadie we nyina why
exactly
yeah you ghost names 4 million na sabi maybe MPP ni but who be na honest all see more and some months where you ghost name no me support you because you will punch in punch out any panel so what you salary cry you money punching in at the end of the week no you calculate how many minutes no you late at the end of the month you calculating in your mom say who this month who you late in kwa be at 20 hours you say you better finish come next time no that discipline no enya adwuma na so won fi
report na special prosecutor here na mo ankra na de nkofo ni gum people put the names there na ye
because krono ye be wia ye mu bi ye gya adwuma ye fi Ghana ye ba brochire nyina no be 5 months 6 months na ye directors afraid and say any o be giska na me ye kakra wo hunu and one the womb bet wo hunu
just all do dini ju salary dio
yeah so hunu enti se ye pe o man ya eni ma bi wo ho no mu a ye nye ye besre mo ma ye nya o man ho do na ye mfa nso o man yi abrochire no ayete no ebi no ma nya odo e wo man num so hunu o ma nya odo ama o man no American flag obi sorry no agina no salute flag because odo ne man sa pepepe na Ghana nso so ese ye do ye man ye hu se eni ma ekoso a emwa no ye be ye fi ho enti so obi gina no o kan se de wonya platform ya odi kan emi ye ni di watem na sa ankwala na 1992 no mu ni ho no mu ni de eyam se de o mu be ya no no enti o ma hu de ekoso enti afia ye be de nyame ase ma won kwa se uguso o yes our program ye be gusu ni educate om na emom registration ni de o mu hwe wa ya adwuma yi a sebi wonkonko shipu obi e ma ne meto aba ma wo obi different electoral area nyame shira bebre na on to ngwam ye de wa
obani aduchi me da si bebre obani amponsan ye fa but I'm so driving to camera ni ehu anim mu ayesum ehu anim nti maybe next week is otna se na ye no akasa I don't know my trial but enum ayesum nti ehu Kofi Kakari say how can Mahama who inherited a booming economy but destroyed revive Ghana's economy enye ye enti mamonto man ono so ne de no and Afro mind to know your history na Ghana ne de forward the backwards the yenko ye chibiasa and na Geoffrey say bonsu si ade no wodo second kwa Hawa Koomson there's no way I will benya peace nti ade ande asumdie bi ama area ho kaso ho no kaso nkasa say kaso nya kaso kroya na ye wo ye shoot police ni no the same kaso Kaswa done trouble spot, a melting pot, and it started to say Kaswa. Andrew Pokwa Mankwasi, it's been only 2 weeks since the British Prime Minister called for a general election scheduled for July 4th, 2024, which is just 2 months away. Could you clarify such a scenario, a possibility of such a battle? Second, apart 2 weeks here, and this in MVP that 2 months prepare for election. How much here? Referendum crowd a month on which any that of any mobrating on one away basic Ghana. There's no way these parties will understand. It's the animatic. Someone joining at the end of the day, the only weapon we have the more we speak, the more at least we can cause some changes. Ghana. It's the other joining about areas now we move lose, we move winning there. I will continue doing it to say about all the regions, all the way from Accra to North. Near who regions in Patrick and no one mountain, but next time na camera ni enough you know akasa open here edutum send o number na my private message no wo send mama am de be ma hopes ni poboate no mu nyina so afro no mu ne wakasa buza. Thank you so much. Some send mo messages by. This has been okay 101.7 FM near partners at High Life Radio, Naspa Radio, ne Kings Jersey Radio, ne Migato FM near Adapopa Media nyina. Thank you so much Anaji. Share na utie program no mai yakopon ya adoma ye besan ehia biem. Good night. Na Monday so Wednesday no we have more time and no nyina so besan bonkomo. So good night and thank you so much. Good night.